Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to a brand new installment of my Digimon World 2003 live stream series. We are at long last back with a new part. Sorry, readjust the microphone. There you go. It's been a little while because I've had to do a lot of preparation for this. Because as you can see here, we've got some different Digimon to what we had last time at level 45. So I needed to grind 5 separate Digimon up to level 45 in order to do the side quest. But it's finally done. I'm finally ready to go into it. Basically, the side quest I need to do is called the Legendary Weapon side quest. And to do it, you need 5 specific rookies up to level 45. And, oh my god, the animals are everywhere. Okay. You need to get them all to level 45. You have to buy some very specific items throughout the game, which I've already done so. And then we're going to need to go find specific Digimon to basically level up those weapons to make these really powerful weapons. Sorry, just a second. Adam, Ian, I love you, but please get off the computer. Thank you. Ugh. The cat just decided to climb up onto the monitor. Not the monitor, the keyboard. Good thing I turned it off. Ian. Little sneaky cat. But yeah. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it all. So, this did take a while to prepare because I had to get basically 2 rookies up from level 1 all the way to 45. I had to go buy all the weapons I needed. And I had to get the rookies that I had been using throughout the game up to 45 as well. But it's all done. And we are ready to jump into this big, long, tedious side quest, which is required in order to do the post-game of Digimon World 2003. If you want to do any of the post-game content, you need to do this side quest. So this is a very important part for anyone wanting to fully complete the game. So you may notice we're not in Amaterasu City, which was where we had just got to last time we played the game. We're in Zukyu City. The 2 reasons are, first of all, there's an area, I'll show it on the map. The first reason is one of the best places to train in this game is the Jungle Shrine right here, which is just through Aether Jungle. It's where we fought Black Seraphimon a couple parts ago when we did the optional bosses in the Amaterasu server. So that's the first reason. There's a Digimon in there called Numamon, which gives very good XP and is a very common encounter. He's the only encounter in the first room of Jungle Shrine. So, really good Digimon to fight. He gives, I think, the 2nd most XP of any wild Digimon. The only other one is in one of the Badlands. I think it's the North Badlands or the South Badlands. There's a Numamon that's blue, and he gives good XP as well, but he's a lot less common. So, after being training in the Jungle Shrine. The other reason why we're in Zukyu City, though, is I have a very specific pathway to take for this side quest. So, we need to go meet specific Digimon with specific items. So, very quickly, just going to show off what items you're going to need for the side quest. I'd recommend just, if you can, getting them all ahead of time before starting the side quest to make it easier. But basically, for the 5 Digimon we needed these 3 swords, the Onimaru, Tenjinmaru, Fujin Blade, and the Rusty Katana, which we got way back from one of the optional bosses in the Asuka server. Basically, all the rusty weapons will make this side quest possible, which you get anyway by fighting bosses throughout the game. So you should have them. There shouldn't be any optional ones you miss. I don't think many of them are optional, the ones who give the rusty weapons. But yeah, you need those. And then you need the 3 weapons, which Onimaru, Tenjimaru, Fujin Blade, for an example. You can buy them from the West Sector Mirage Tower, the West Sector Baihu City, or you can buy them from the Huanwu City in the North Sector in Amaterasu. And Amaterasu City sells the last rank weapon that you're going to need. Basically, the way this side quest is going to work is we're going to be trading weapons around until we end on the last one to make the strongest one at the end of the side quest. And that goes for gloves. So we've got here the different gloves. The Kaiser Fist, Tempest Arm, and Raijin Fist, as well as the Rusty one. We've got our cannons as well, and the rifle. We've got our wand, and we have our fangs. Other weapons there, like the running blade and the wild arm, the wild glove, are just for specific Digimon, so don't worry about them. There's no armor we need or anything like that, it's just weapons. You will need a lot of bit, but thankfully the Numamon give really good bit, and if you have the bit adapter from fighting Black King Numamon, that will also help with the side quest, get the bit you need to buy all these weapons. But you can see here, through all that grinding, I've bought all those weapons and I now have more money than when I started grinding, so it's absolutely possible. But anyway, our first spot with Monmon at level 45, we need to go to the Zoo-Q Underground Lake. So the way this works is each Digimon must be level 45 in order for specific Digimon to show up for the side quest to begin. And for Munmon, you need to go to Zoo-Q Underground Lake with him in your party at level 45. He has to be 45 or else the special Digimon will not show up. So that's very important, and that's why I had to do all this grinding ahead of time. This is going to be a very information-heavy episode because this side quest is pretty tedious, and it is the most annoying thing in the game because of how much level grinding you need to do. Now, thankfully, I will say it was kind of fun using some different Digimon. Like, I got to try out Kotamon and Kumamon, and I found they were quite fun. I definitely liked Kumamon a lot more. But yeah. Just have a little drink here. I may have to shift around some equipment and things, but I'll worry about it when I get to my Digimon when I get to the final team, because we're going to be sticking with the main team for the end of the game, but I still need all 5 legendary weapons, so that's why I'm bringing along Kotamon and Kumamon right now, because we need to get their legendary weapons as well. And for these 3, we can get them all in the south sector for the first part of this quest. So Zoo-Q Underground Lake is for Monmon, and we are looking for, I believe it's Shurimon. Should be somewhere in here. I will say ahead of time, this is the first time I've ever done this side quest, so I've had to really look into it all and check all the locations and make sure that everything I'm doing here works. As far as I know, I have everything here. There he is. So if you do not have Munmon at 45, Shurimon here will not show up. In addition, you need to have the weapons, which I believe is the cannon, and I think he'll tell us anyway. Let's talk to him. I am Shurimon. The path to become a ninja is long. You've got both Rusty Rifle and Cluster Cannon. So they're the weapons you need for this first part of the quest. You need the Rusty Rifle and Cluster Cannon. So remember that. Will you give them to me? Shurimon way! Weapon evolution! Aiyah! Good, it is now Cluster Cannon. I will give this to you, so use it carefully. So, okay, let's have a quick look before we continue. I won't do this for each weapon, we're just going to do this as an example so you can understand how this works. So, we got the Cluster Cannon, right? What does the Cluster Cannon do? Where is it? Oh, it's not there. Where is it? Maybe the name's wrong? Maybe it's not the Cluster Cannon in this? Okay, I think it's called Justice. Yeah, this is the new one. You can see it's not that impressive compared to what we've got. But the way this is going to work is we're going to be leveling up again and again and again. Each of our things. Just before I continue, I want to just quickly have a little look. I will also bring up now, I did grind for all the different power accessories. If we wanted some elemental attacks to go with our normal attacks. Could be handy, I'm not overly fussed. Although I will say the firepower took a long time to get, but I wanted to do it more for completion's sake. I got a couple power braces, which makes training more likely to succeed, which is very good. I got 2 of them, which is nice. Fighting the Numamon, I got a lot of training books, which is a lower level version of the Power Brace, but it's still useful. Makes it a little bit likely to succeed. But I'll be selling most of them for some bit. I also got the MP Mega Proxy, which is really nice, because it makes it so techniques cost a lot less MP. So that could be really good on a Digimon we're using a lot of MP on. Okay. What I want to do now, though, is... I'm going to unequip the accessories on Kurtamon and Kumamon, since I'm not really going to be using them. My best advice for training Digimon in this game is start off by switch training for the first part of the game, and when you feel good and ready to fight with just that Digimon, train them in just attack and speed, and you'll get through a lot of fights a lot easier. Unless they're a special attacker, then obviously Spirit, Wisdom, and Speed would be better. Let's get the multi-crest and the counter-crest. There we go. But yeah, my goal is to eventually have all of their exclusive equipment. Right now, I only have 2 of the 4 for Kumamon. And for Kurtamon, I've got all 4. So he's all done. Munmon's also done. But yeah. So you can see there, that's basically how this quest is going to work. And once you've done it, the Digimon will disappear forever. So, very important to know that. These first 3 Digimon here are the specific Digimon required, which are in different packs. So, no matter which pack you start the game off with, you will need to find these other 2. Which is a bit annoying. But it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to try Mechanical Bash, see how much this does to Shogun Gakumon here. But yeah, you do need them at 45 to get any of this quest done, which is the biggest problem with this whole side quest. But yeah, so we have at least got our first level of weapon, which we need to hold on to now. Of course, I get confused immediately. No, just have to spam through this, try and get through this fight. But yeah, the Numamon, they're pretty tough for a while because they have high defense, but you will eventually be able to start beating them once your Digimon gets a bit stronger. I'd recommend also using the evolutions and actually trying to fight in battles with them, because switch training is very slow in this game. Switch training being when you swap the Digimon out from the front to give them the XP. It's good for the first 20 levels or so, and then afterwards it kind of doesn't help enough. Oh my god, really? Oh, Munmon, you're letting me down already. Come on, dude. Great. Fine. Guess we'll show someone else off. Sure. Let's use Marsmon. Show off a brand new Digimon here. This is Kumamon's Mega Marsmon. Pretty cool looking guy. Honestly, I'm not too fussed about the XP. Let's just beat this thing up. With Heaven Hit, which is a powerful physical electric attack. But you can see Kumamon had to get to 90-odd thousand XP just to hit 45, which was really annoying. Something else I can show off with Kurtamon, specifically, certain Digimon, which I haven't had yet, have healing techniques, and if they do that, you can click Technique and sacrifice some of their MP to heal up. Kurtamon, in this case, has Mega Heal with his Mega Evolution Guardiangemon, which is really nice. Saves a bit of... outside of battle, it saves having to use up items for healing. But there you go. So we've got our first new weapon, which is Justice. Or the Cluster Cannon, as he called it, even though I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Yeah, I think with the post-game in particular, and I believe the Legendary Weapon side quest, is some of the name translations are incorrect. But I think it's a holdover from the Japanese version, because this isn't in the American version. Or if it is, it doesn't allow you to... There's no post-game in the American version. So these weapons are just to have as weapons and nothing else. But there you go, that's Munmon's first weapon. Now the funny thing with Munmon is I actually now don't need him until I get to the west sector. But I'm still going to keep him in the lead because obviously I want to get XP onto him for the rest of the game. But there you go. So our next location we need to go to is actually Phoenix Bay. Specifically, I need Kotamon in the team. I don't believe you need to have them in the lead, because the Digimon should pop up as long as they're in the party with you. But yeah, so we need to go to Phoenix Bay, and we need to go underwater for this next encounter. So, where's the dock? Here it is. We need to go down underwater in this dock, because there should be a Digimon in the water itself, or... Is it in the water, or is it in the... Let's have a look. It might be just in the next... No, I think it's in Aether Jungle, actually, I need to go to. I think this is just the dock that takes you there. There is one section of this quest where we need to get Digimon, talk to a Digimon underwater, but I don't think it's this part. No, it's not. It's later in the side quest. So we need to go to Aether Jungle through this specific underwater section, because there's no other way to get here. Yep, there he is. So this is Kabukimon. My name is... Oh, Kabukimon. Oh, you hold in your hand the great Onimaru. Then I will fuse Onimaru with Rusty Katana. So again, you need Onimaru and Rusty Katana with Kotamon at 45 to meet Kabukimon here. And create the greatest weapon, Kotetsu. Alright, wait one moment. Hiya! There we have Kotetsu. I'll give it to you. It's very valuable, so be careful. Kotetsu is a great sharp katana. Use it carefully. Alright. And that's that. So that's Kotamon's first weapon done and Munmon's first weapon done. Now what I need to do is we need to go back through this underwater section and we're going to make our way to the Jungle Shrine. You see, I've planned this section up around basically trying to minimize how many times I'm going to have to switch around my Digimon. Because obviously each Digimon has weapons to get. So I figured the best way to do it would be start with the ones in the south sector, then go to the west sector, and go from there that way. There's plenty of guides online for the best, like, where you need to go for each of the Digimon. So my best advice is just plan around the routes. Like what I'm doing here is I'm going from the south sector and working my way around, because we need to go to the west sector for quite a few of the Digimon. And then we'll have to go from there to the central sector. So I just figured starting at the south sector would be the easiest way to begin with this, since it clears out 3 Digimon already, and we don't need to go down. There is also the levels. So for example, you can't get the level 2 weapon without getting the level 1 weapon. So in my case, these are the level 1 weapons, the Munmon and Kotamon one. So I had to start I started specifically in the south sector because of this. So yeah, this is where I was training, as we're going to find the Numamon here. So these Numamon have a chance to drop in the training book, which is a nice hold item that gives you a little bit better chance of succeeding in the gym. The real benefit though is they just give so much XP. And they're not super tough Digimon, like, they can take a few hits, but their damage output isn't that scary to deal with. And the regular attack doesn't have any special effects, so you don't even really have to worry about that either. But yeah. Use our triple mechanical bash here. Thanks to the multi-crest. And I should be able to finish this off with a regular attack. Since my speed's high enough, I can get 2 hits in here. Like 2 turns in. Yeah, this took about a month of prep with fighting Digimon in the wild. Basically every other day when I had free time, I was fighting Digimon in the wild and just repeatedly leveling up whenever, even on days when I had work, I'd do this before work. Because it really does take a while to level up the Digimon in this game. Thankfully, these Numamon helped speed up the process towards the end. The first half of my training I did in the central sector because it was so close to a town for me to heal up quickly, to try and save money when I was needing to use more healing items. But Kotamon helped a lot because it got a healing technique that reduced the amount I was having to spend on items a bit, which was nice. But yeah. I do really like the little recolored Numamon in this game. Like, Numamon's one of my favorite Digimon already. Like, the cute little slime creature that he is. But I like that this game has, like, a light blue, a dark blue, a brown. I think there's even a red Numamon as well. So there's a good, nice little mix of different Numamon. Pretty cool. 156. Nice. Also, if you go over level 45, it doesn't matter. Your Digimon just has to have been at least level 45 to get these weapons. So we want to go into the catacombs here. I'm going right to the end, past where Black Seraphimon is. Ooh, Skull Satamon. No. Skull Satamon here is a bit easier to defeat than a Numamon, but he doesn't give quite as much XP. And he's only easier because he takes a bit more, he has a bit less physical defense. But I wouldn't really recommend fighting him for compared to the Numamon. But yeah. Unless you've got a technique that can very quickly take him out. Yeah. I was using mostly War Greymon for my training, since Giga Fire does so much damage. And Agumon takes a while to level up anyway, so I didn't want one of the Digimon I was going to use to get super high level compared to the rest of them. In fact, he only got 1 level up throughout the whole, like, his rookie only got 1 level up throughout the whole process. But yeah. Feels good, though, to be back into Digimon. Especially because of how long it took to do this training. Even when I was playing Jak and Daxter, sometimes after recording Jak and Daxter, I would just do a bit of Digimon leveling up. That's how much I love this game, even if the grinding did take a while. But I'm just glad that I got it done before the start of, like, right before June. Because I've had a few holidays this month, so I've been able to just spend a bit of time level grinding and basically preparing to finish off Digimon. But yeah. So we don't want to go to Seraphimon, we want to go over here where here he is. Yep, here he is. Nohemon. I'm Nohemon, not a scarecrow. Oh, you got both Rusty Glove and Kaiser Fist. So they're the Kumamon weapons you need. For this first one, so that's his first weapon. Okay, give them to me. Don't worry, I won't take them. Okay, here we go. Look at that, you got Zodiac. Okay, I'll give this back to you. Use it well. Isn't Zodiac great? Use it well. And there you go. Alright, so we've got our first weapons for these 3. Our next goal now is we need to go to the west sector, which is where I'm going to actually swap a couple Digimon around for this next section of the side quest. So, Kumamon isn't going to get his weapon for a little moment, his level 2 weapon for a little moment, because basically his is in the central sector. Kotamon's is in the west sector, but I'm actually going to put Kotamon away as well for a moment. No, do I? Yeah, no, we'll keep Kotamon. We're just going to swap Kumamon out for a moment, because I need Renamon next. Ooh, a hack sticker. What's a hack sticker? Didn't know he had an item. Let's have a look. What is the hack sticker? What is this? Is it an item or an accessory? No? Is it an accessory? Hack sticker. Steal a little easier. That's not bad. That's actually pretty useful. If you're after certain items, the hack sticker could help improve the chances of stealing items. Well, good to know. I'm guessing there's a higher level one, because it says a little easier, and usually there's one that makes it even easier than that. Yeah, I don't remember all the item locations for accessories, but it's really helpful for if you're struggling to steal items. Cool. Guess we found something new already. Now I just got to get out of this catacombs full of this shrine full of Numamon. This is also a good opportunity for me to get some training on Munmon, because of the 3 rookies that I'm using for the rest of the game, Munmon's definitely my weakest. Mechanical Bash is my best technique, which isn't that impressive for him, but it gets the job done for now. If I can get his speed and attack up a bit more, it'll help us out, though. But yeah, our next stop now is to go to the west sector. I'm going to make a little pit stop in the town, because I think in the town there's a lab I can use, hopefully. And if not, I may have to replan this. I think there is a lab, though. Where are we going? That way. Unfortunately, like I say, the encounter rate in this place is really high, so maybe fighting a few Numamon here. Ooh. Ooh, pinpoint shot. Okay. New technique for Cannon Drummon. Alright. I'm going to go across here. Now I should mention with the Legendary Weapon quest, doing this before the post game. Ooh, let's try this out. Doing this before the post game is really important, because if you try and do it in the post game, from what I've read, apparently you need to level up all 8 rookies instead of just these 5, and it's handled a little bit differently. I don't know all the details, but from everything I've looked up, doing this before you finish the game is really important. And ideally, you want to do this as early as possible, because obviously there's a section in the game where some of the characters may not show up, apparently, so I wouldn't want to risk it. That's why I've decided to do it now before we continue into Amaterasu City. But yeah. Okay. There we go, we're out the shrine at last. I'm actually going to hit the gym here for a minute. I should probably equip the power... I'll show off the power brace. Although, knowing my luck, it still won't do well. I'm only going to train up Munmon, because we're not going to use Kotamon or Kumamon for the rest of the game here. So before going into a gym, if you have a power brace, or even the training book, equip one of them to Digimon that you're going to be training up. So in my case, I'm going to be training up Munmon, so I'm going to equip the power brace, which improves the chances by a decent amount of success for the gyms, which helps a lot for the S-rank training. Since I've already battled Black War Greymon, I already have the highest training level that I can get for Digimon in this game. I'm going to do 5 in attack and 5 in speed. Because I would like Munmon to hit just a little bit harder. Something really important I've learned from level grinding as well is the levels don't matter as much as the training that you do in the gym. So just as an example, you can see how much higher my attack and speed are on Kotamon and Kumamon than they are on Munmon. And that's basically because I've been focusing a bit on I've been balancing my stats up a bit more throughout my playthrough on my rookies, which isn't really the right way to train. What I should have really been doing is pretty much going into speed and attack more than anything else. More so speed though, because speed gives you a really good advantage in battles, since you have a higher chance of evading attacks with a higher speed. But yeah, you can see here with the Power Brace, it doesn't guarantee success, it just helps a little bit. So it's not the end of the world if you don't get it, it just, you know, just ups your odds a little bit. But yeah, there you go, that's the points used up for Munmon. Let's equip the Counter Crest again, because of course we want Counter Crest. I might, depending on how much of a boost it gives, I might use the legendary weapons on my 3 Digimon. I feel like it'd be a good thing, it'd be fun to use. The Digimon equipment that are current, like, the exclusive Digimon equipment's benefit is just a boost in Charisma. So you have a bit of a higher chance of critical hits happening, which, to be fair, is good. And they are good equipment otherwise. But, yeah. So what I need to do now is we need to go to the west sector, and I'm going to go to the city just to swap some Digimon around. Because I need Renamon in my party next, for the next part of the next legendary weapon that I'm going after. Okay, are you a Is Dragomon a Draymon Digimon? Or is he a Marine Digimon? What is he class himself as? It's gotta be Marine, right? I only did like 200 odd. Alright, let's try Fishbuster. $336. I mean, either way, it's not doing that much, so I don't know. We'll just Mechanical Bash. Oh God, he's still alive. So annoying, Dragomon. I think Dragomon's classed as like an evil Digimon more than he is Marine or... Like, he's Marine, but I think he's classed more so as like an evil Digimon than anything else. So I'd need a move that, like, does extra damage to, like, demonic Digimon. Obviously, if I had a Thunder technique, Thunder would also do really well into him. Yeah. But it's fine, it's fine. Something important I learned as well for this quest is each Digimon is sort of like in a little group of how much XP it takes to level up. So Kumamon is the Digimon that takes the most XP to level up. The next ones that take the most XP are Agumon and Patamon, surprisingly. Which, I always thought Patamon was one of the quicker ones to level up, but no, Patamon's one of the slowest, along with Agumon. So, I'd recommend... I've picked the powerful pack, but in retrospect, if you want an easier time on this quest, the Maniac pack is actually a really good choice. Because even though Kumamon takes a while, you need to train Kumamon up anyway. And Agumon and Patamon are 2 Digimon that are optional for the 5 Legendary Weapon quest, if you're not doing it with all 8 Digimon in the post game. So what I mean by that is, basically, the Wands, which is one of the weapons, and the Claws, which is the other weapon, you can choose, instead of Agumon or Patamon, to use... For the Wand, you can use Renamon instead, which is what I'm going to do, because I've already got a Renamon. Or, if you use Agumon, if you don't want to do Agumon's version of the Legendary Weapon quest, you could do Vmon or Guilmon, whichever one you'd prefer. And Guilmon's in the group that levels up really quickly, along with Renamon and Munmon. And Kotamon, Vmon fit in the middle, basically, for which Digimon level up the quickest. But yeah. Oh, hello there. It's nice to see you again. We've got, we're just joining back doing the Legendary Weapons side quest at the minute. So we've just got the Legendary Weapons for Munmon, Kotamon, and Kumamon, the first rank of their Legendary Weapons. And I'm going to be doing all of them in this part, basically. Alright. Ooh, Metal Atomon. I haven't battled you in a while. Unfortunately, I don't have a good move for Metal Atomon, so I guess we'll try Pinpoint Shot, which seems to just be a high crit move, I guess. Okay, not bad. At least Metal Atomon's not a very strong Digimon, he's just very bulky. Okay, let's keep Pinpoint Shot, I guess. I really wish Munmon had, like, elemental attacks, because these weakness-based moves don't work very well when they're not showing up very often. But yeah, I will say, since Kumamon takes the longest to level up, I actually think using him throughout the story mode would have made the grinding a bit less tedious of him. Really? You're gonna do that? Okay, fine. No. Come on. There we go, down goes Metal Atomon. For a bit of finagling. It also doesn't help that so many of the, like, boss Digimon and, like, enemy Digimon tend to be, like, machine, or a lot of the troopers tend to use, like, machine Digimon. And Munmon doesn't have very good techniques for dealing with metal Digimon. Oh god, I don't like this area, the colours are all confusing. Okay. Right. I have also been doing some card battles in between level grinding, just to mix things up for me. Unfortunately, I didn't get any freeze bugs. I won some decent other cards, so I've been shifting around my decks a little bit, but we'll show it off when we do card battling later on, what my decks are like. But I've still not managed to get any freeze bugs. I haven't got any control parts, which is also annoying. Those are really good program cards that I need. But I have managed to finish off my Leomon deck. And although I like my Numamon deck, I have been debating changing it up for a different deck. But I'll give it a bit of time. Maybe in the post-game I'll try a different deck out. Because I really like my Angemon deck. I think it's it's simple, but it's a very fun deck to use with how powerful Angemon cards can be. With the Summon Angemon program card being so powerful. But yeah. I also haven't even managed to get 4 of those, other than I got 3 of them. Ooh, runner shoes, nice. I think that makes evasion a bit easier. It's like the leveled up version of the runner sandal that we could get earlier in the game from Gasamon. No, I think it makes you run away from battles easier. Actually, I think that's what it is. Okay, so this is Bayou City, which was where we fought the third leader in the server. I want to just get healed up because my MP is a bit iffy. This is also the way to get the second rank, the weapons you'll need for the second rank stuff, if you don't want to go to the North Sector one. But I've already bought all of mine anyway. What I want to do is I want to switch Digimon now. So I'm going to take out Kotum. Actually, who do I take out? I'm going to take out... Let's put Renamon in my team. I need Renamon for this. I'll keep Munmon and Kotamon for now, because I'm going to swap Munmon for Agumon in a bit. Oh, wait. Let me check Renamon's all equipped. It's been a while since I've used Renamon. Like I said, I've been using Agumon. Ah, see, there you go. I haven't got them. So what I'm thinking of doing with Renamon is... I'm thinking of the MP Mega Proxy. And the Counter Crest, obviously. We do have options for different items. Yeah, see, it makes escaping easier. That's good. There's no point using the powers. Because they only really benefit physical attacks, and Renamon's not going to use them. If I need bit, I could use the bit adapter, but I'm not overly fussed. I know I've been having the search crest, but I figure the mega proxy would help more with Renamon because we're going to be using special attacks with them. Honestly, I don't like the encounters around here. I'm actually going to switch around and use Renamon in the lead. Even though I'm going to be swapping Munmon, I want to use Renamon going forward. Because I need to make my way through the desert to Mirage Tower for Renamon's first level of weapon. Alright. Let's go down here. So we need Munmon in the party with the level 1 weapon achieved in this quest, which we did just a little bit ago. And this is where it's really annoying because I do not like this location. I've got to figure out which, because it's in Mobius Desert, and I do not like Mobius Desert. There is a Digimon here specifically for it. I gotta find a Digimon in the middle of the desert. Let me just get the thing up for it. Ew, Quetzalmon. I do not remember what Quetzalmon's weak to. We have a lot of different moves, but I don't know what you're weak to, so let's just mess around with some techniques. $360, that didn't do much at all. Yeah. I'm poisoned? Are you kidding me? Okay. Okay, let's try a lightning bolt. Okay, apparently I need to go north twice, supposedly. Basically, north being the path I'm taking right now. So I need to go through here. Supposedly I'm going this way. And there should be some stone pillars, if I've done this right. Yay! There we are. So this Digimon here, Sagittariumon. I'm the legendary Digimon, Sagittariumon. You're lucky to even look at me. He will only appear if you have Munmon in your party at 45 with the weapon that we got from the first part of the quest. Let's talk to him again. Hey, you got laser cannon and justify. Give them to me. Look, this is judgment. You're lucky to be holding this, haha. You met me and received judgment. You're the luckiest tamer in the server. Right. Now what I gotta do is I gotta go to Mirage Tower. Which I hate going to Mirage Tower because I always forget the path to it. Yeah, right. Ugh, not Vademon. I don't want to fight Vademon. I don't like Vademon. I like his googly design, but I don't like fighting him in this game. Okay, well, at least I know Renamon does well into them. Thank God for that. 82, nice. We got the cursed puppet item. Which I think is one of those, like, stat-altering, one-time use items. Alright, so we need to find Mirage Tower now. Which, good luck to me finding that. Which I think you can go northwest, I think is the path. I don't know. Quetzalmon. Ooh, sassy me, are you, Quetzalmon? Well, I sash you back. Haha. The cool thing as well with Renamon here is we're actually really close to getting their ultimate technique. I think they unlock it at level 85. No, oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, this is going to do, like, no damage. Yeah, that did nothing. Please evade again. No. Alright, fine. Counter crest. Can we get a counter crest at least? Nope, no counter crest. Take down quite someone. Once I get to the technique unlocked, I'm going to use a different Digimon just to mix up some of the variety with Renamon. Oh god, this is not good. Okay, good. 601. Nice. Is it up here? Nope. I don't remember which way it is. I don't like Mirage. That's my problem with Mobius Desert, is it's a labyrinth trying to find where you're going for the Mirage Tower spot. Yay! Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Good, this is the last time we'll ever have to come here in this sector. So with Renamon in the party, we go find Ponchomon. Hola, amigo, how's it going? Amigo, you got old wand and kakara. Then give them to me. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, mambo. Here you go, it's avant-garde twinkle. You can boast about it. Good luck, amigo. Not many people have twinkle. Make sure you boast it to your friend, amigo. Alright, cool. So that's our level 1 weapon from Renamon. And Munmon has their level 2 weapon. So now I need to just make my way out of this place. I'm just going to keep going up until we get to S-Noise Desert. Should be it. There we go. So there's certain moments of the story where that area will be blocked. So just bear that in mind. Make sure you've at least gone to Amaterasu City before doing this quest. Otherwise, there'll be a bunch of troopers in the way that you can't get past. Let's get out of here. Now, I did say that I will need to go back to Mirage Tower again in the game. Basically, there's a tamer there in the Asuka server that we need to card battle. But the problem is, these 5 specific tamers need your charisma to be, I think it's 2,500 between the 3 Digimon, in order for them to even card battle you, which is really annoying. Alright, let's go back to the city. And let's switch some Digimon around. Now, I don't need Renamon, because... Are you weak to ice? I don't know. I don't need Renamon now until we go to the north sector, which will be at the very end of this quest. So, I'm going to switch out Renamon. I'm going to also switch out Munmon, because Munmon now just needs to go to the north sector to finish off his part of the quest. Because every Digimon, when you get the level 2 weapon, will need to go to the north sector of either world, and you'll be able to get the ultimate weapon made, as long as you've bought the weapons. As long as you have the level 2 weapon, and a weapon for each category bought from Amaterasu City. Sakuyamon Land, their ultimate technique, that thing. We'll show it off when we go to the north sector. Don't worry about that. Or if we encounter a Digimon before we get to the city right now. Nope, that's fine. Okay. Now what I need to do is, since Renamon's not going to have their weapon for a while, Munmon's done with them, we're going to swap them around. So let's start at the inn, get everyone healed up again. I need Agumon and Kumamon in my party next. So we're going to switch Digimon again. So Renamon for Agumon. We want to keep Kotamon. And we're going to swap Monmon for Kumamon. You've got your level 2. So you'll notice that Vmon and Guilmon I haven't leveled up. Basically, and Patamon as well is also in there. Basically, Agumon, Guilmon, or Vmon can be used for this quest. a Renamon or Patamon can be used for their weapon. So it's just down to what you'd prefer to do. If you did want to use the powerful pack, I'd actually recommend early in the game, if you want to, you can swap Agumon for Guilmon if you want to have a bit of a faster time, since Renamon, Munmon, and Guilmon level up a lot quicker than Agumon does for the claw weapon. I think that would be the fastest way you could do it. But yeah. Alright. Now on Agumon, I've been trying to train up, since I got War Greymon up so high, I've been able to load a bunch of his strong techniques, and I'm now trying to train up Metal Mamimon up to level 40, because we'll unlock Metal Garurumon. And if we can get Metal Garurumon with War Greymon together up to level 40, which I already have War Greymon leveled up, we can actually unlock Omnimon onto Agumon, which will give us some of the strongest fire techniques in the game. So that's kind of my end goal for my evolutions with Agumon. You can see there, War Greymon's at 92. So I'm pretty happy with him. But to get Metal Garurumon, we need to get Metal Mamimon up to 40, which is really annoying. But if you want Omnimon, Agumon is by far the fastest route to getting to unlocking Omnimon in this game, without having to level up Digimon up to level 99, like certain evolutions up to 99. But alright, our next location. Still in the west sector, we want to go to the Dum Dum Factory. Which, I'll repeat this again since I got the accessories for each type of attack. The Dum Dum Factory is home to Machine Dramon, who has a chance of dropping the Metal Power S, which is the strongest machine boosting accessory. So it took me a while to get one, but I managed to get one off them eventually. Yeah. Right. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. We need Kotamon and Agumon both through here for their weapons. Since Kotamon's level 2 weapon is actually in the secret room where we met Kale. No, Kale's brother Kurt, sorry. Way back in the story before he got turned into an Oinkmon. But this is the Amaterasu version of Secret Room. Whereas Agumon, we need to go to the sewers to meet his Digimon for his level 1 weapon. Yeah. So you can see with this side quest, it takes you all around the world, going around different areas. It's very tedious and very annoying, but the big payoff to this side quest is going to be some pretty strong weapons and access to all the post-game boss fights, basically. Because without getting these weapons, you can go through the post-game, you can play it, but you won't be able to battle the optional bosses. So all you'll be able to do is walk around and do some card battles and battle wild Digimon. So it's basically what happened to me when I did my first playthrough, where I finished the game. So I've got a save file on here that I made years ago, and I got through the story mode not knowing what this side quest was. And as a result, I'd have to do a lot of looking into how to do it in the post-game to be able to make that playthrough able to fully experience the post-game. And I figured for a recording, I want to make sure I can do the post-game, basically. But yeah. Now, we need to go down here to the sewers. I'm actually kind of amazed I haven't bumped into a single Digimon yet. Through the secret stairs, into the sewers. Still weird to me there's just a random Oinkmon there. Alright, here we are at the sewers. So we want to go up and along this bit. Ooh, Garbagemon. One of my favourite weird Digimon designs. I just like how, like, they took the idea of just garbage and absolutely doing everything they could with it. Like, not only is he in a bin, not only does he use the lid of the bin as a shield, he's got a banana peel for his hair, His gun is a bunch of cans, all stuck together. And he's this weird little pink slime creature. I don't know, there's just something really fun about this. Like, Garbage-mon sounds like the most nothing name for a Digimon, but I think it's a really fun design that they did with him. It's kind of like how Pokemon has Garboda, which is just garbage, but it's such a, like, messy design that it really works. Although I do prefer Garbage-mon to Garboda as a design myself. But yeah. Down goes Garbage-mon. Oh, 7 Metal Mamemon, nice. There is an interesting encounter here with Roachmon, which is the only Digimon in this game that gives less... It gives less bit than XP. He's not really worth fighting because of that. But yeah, it's a really weird thing that he actually gives way more XP than he does bit. But yeah, he's still not great XP, but he's not bad. He also likes to run away, which is annoying. Ooh, Garbage-mon, you're putting up a bit of a fight today, aren't you? Boom. Alright. Giga Fire. This technique's loaded from what's his name? From Black War Greymon. And it's an incredible move, Giga Fire. It's one of the strongest fire techniques in the game, and it's a triple hitting move as well. Down goes Garbage-mon. Good job, Agumon. Yeah, right. Let's keep going. So here we are. We have Shadramon. I'm Shadramon, a logical bad guy. So if you have Agumon at 45, this is where Shadramon will be. There's different locations for Vmon and Guilmon for this one. And same with the Ponchomon that we met for Patamon. So I'd look up where their locations are instead. You got both Saber Claw and Old Claw. Saber Fang and Old Claw, give them to me. Ooh, this feel, it's great. Okay, let's fuse it. And there, isn't it cool? This is Vanquish. Well, I got lots of them, so I'll give you this one. Just don't let some regular bad guys laugh at you. Sha-sha-sha, don't thank me. I just did what a bad guy would. So, the thing with these weapons is, and as annoying as they are, they don't seem that worthwhile, but by the end of it, they're pretty powerful weapons. But for some reason they made it where you need them in order to do the optional boss fights at the end of, in the post game. It's really annoying, but it is what it is. We've got the requirements, let's do this. So we're done in the sewers, but we actually need to go to the secret room next with Kotamon. Since we have Kotamon's level 1 weapon, we need to get his level 2 weapon next. Alright. Down goes Garbage-mon. Level 9, nice. I'm actually going, just before I go in here, I want to just heal up with Kotamon. While I've got Kotamon in the party, I may as well use this technique. Alright, so we want to go through this door here to the secret room. Which, if you remember, had these guys hiding around. And since we have the level 1 weapon for Kotamon, this Digimon shows up here. Yashamon. I am Yashamon, I like the strong. You have both Kotetsu and Tenjin Maru. If you have both, then I will create a more powerful weapon. My strong soul, dwell in these two swords. Hold it. Masamune is created. Farewell, get strong so that you are fit for this sword. Only the truly strong can hold Masamune. Do not forget to improve yourself. Alright. Yep. Alright, so. We've got our level 2 weapon for Munmon and our level 2 weapon for Kotamon. We need to get Agumon, Kumamon, and Renamon's weapons to level 2 next. So Renamon we can't do until we go to the north sector, so that'll be like one of our last weapons we get. But Agumon and Kumamon we can get both of them in the central server, because we need to go to Central Park for both of them. So that's gonna be my next objective. Yeah. Down goes Roachmon, very weak to fire. So you'll see here, we get 200 odd XP, really good, and we only get 100 bit. So honestly, Roachmon is pretty good for XP if you want to train on them with a fire-based Digimon like Agumon. But really the Numamon are just more reliable. And bit is so important for buying really good equipment, which, spoiler alert, we're going to be looking at things when we go to, when we get near the end of the game. Just to boost up our stats a bit. I'm going to be looking at charisma chips if I don't have enough charisma on my 3 Digimon, but I'll worry about that once I get to the... when I get through this section. Okay, the thing I need to look up now is where we are on the side quest. So annoyingly, because Kumamon is required, we will actually need to go to the Asuka server for his level 2 weapon. But Agumon's is in the Amaterasu server. So we're going to go to the Central Park in Amaterasu City, in the Amaterasu server first. Because we need to go to Shell Beach for his. And then I need to go underground to the Asuka server for Kumamon's weapon. So I figure while I'm there, I'm just going to quickly see if I can actually card battle the Tamers. Because if I can, I could get that out of the way as well, this part. If I can't, I can't. We'll see. Sploot. Nice. Level 11, nice. Lead Valley, okay. Let's go. So, next location I need to go to is all the way back to Central Park. So that's the west sector done. So we're making pretty decent progress through this. Like I say, it is a bit of an annoying side quest, especially because of the level requirement for even being able to start the side quest. If you're only bothered about the weapons, then, like I say, just finding the fastest level Digimon for it would be the ideal. Again, Guilmon is the best of the 3 for the claws, and Renamon's the better one to go for the wand. But Munmon, Kotamon, and Kumamon, unfortunately, are required to use regardless. So you can't get around training those 3 up. And since they're all in different packs, regardless of which pack you pick, you're going to have to unlock those 2. But yeah. Okay, Dragomon, you're going to be a bit of an annoying fight for me, aren't you? Actually, how much does regular attack do in contrast to metal attack? Oh god, that did nothing. Okay, so yeah, metal attack's the best move. How much is Twin Missile? Let's try Twin Missile. Get a bit of experimental with our moves here. That's a bit better. Okay, we'll go for Twin Missile again then. Yeah, unfortunately, Agumon's not the best underwater here. Since he resists fire, and he also will resist dark. So I need something different for him. And Metal Attack is just not a strong enough move compared to Mechanical Bash. And Metal Mamimon doesn't learn Mechanical Bash until 35. which is right before he gets his evolution anyway. Because as soon as I hit 40 with him, I'm absolutely switching over to using Metal Garurumon. Yeah, this is basically going to be the, like, side quest part before we get into everything big going forward, because we're starting to get towards the end of the game, and I want to make sure I get this legendary weapon stuff done now, so that I'm ready for the final bosses and everything in this game. Because honestly, we've been kind of cruising through a lot of boss fights, and we've had some difficult moments here and there, but I've not had any game overs. The final section of this game is actually quite difficult. Like, the final bosses have some really powerful Digimon that you need to be ready for. Okay. So really, my best advice for the final section of this game is get the best weapons and equipment you can and do a lot of training at the gym for boosting up your stats best you can. Because there are some really hard-hitting Digimon. But I will also let you know when you hit the point of you're going to the final boss, because we still have some bits and pieces to do. So we definitely won't make it for this part, probably not even next part. Probably looking at 2 or 3 more videos from now when we'll hit the final boss of the story of this game. Because obviously there's still all the post-game bosses to fight. But the post-game itself should only be 1 or 2 parts at most. Because it's basically just 5 boss fights and the card game tournament. And that's kind of all there is, because it's quite a short post-game. But yeah. So what we need to do now is... I don't know why I'm taking this route, but I'm taking this route. Go up here, along there, around this path, around there. I don't actually know if this is any faster. But we need to go to Shell Beach, I believe, is the next spot I need to go to. For Agumon, with his level 1 weapon. This is also another good place to train if you have a fire technique or a wind technique. Wind for Hercules Kabuterimon here, and fire for the Antilamon, although fire does okay against Kabuterimon here as well, as you can see. But wind does even better into him. 14. So yeah, we need to go to, with Agumon in the party, and his level 1 weapon created, as well as the other weapon we need, which we'll go into in a second. We need to go to Shell Beach, and this is the one that's underwater that we need to go to. We need to use the dock here, and we're going to go underwater until we find a Digimon. So we need to keep our eye out while we're going underwater here for special Digimon. I believe he's in the second section. I don't think he's in this first room. Yep, nothing yet. I think he's in this part. The guy we're looking for. Yep, there he is. So we need to awkwardly swim until we can talk to him. Depthmon. Isn't the seabed great? Oh, Vanquish and Venom Fang. So you need Vanquish, which is the level 2 weapon, and Venom Fang. Give me those 2. Okay, apply water pressure here. How's this? This is destruction. I'll give this to you. Please use it. Under the sea is great. It's so refreshing here. Alright, and with that, that's Agumon's level 2 weapon done as well. So we just need to go get Kumamon and Renamon's weapons. Alright. Oh, hello, Marine Jevimon. Okay, I don't have any MP left. That's not great. I'm going to go to Amaterasu City to get some... just to heal up, but I'm also going to check if I can get some equipment for Kumamon. Since I need him in my party right now anyway, and I need to go to the Asuka server, I figure let's get his charisma up a bit. Which, charisma's a stat that can only be raised by having equipment and obviously just leveling up. So I'm going to just check out the shop, see if there's anything we can equip to Kumamon here. Whee! So I'm going to just quickly, when I go to the town, do a little check on charisma on my Digimon, see which Digimon have the highest charisma in my team. Except for Kumamon, because I need Kumamon for the Central Park. Because I want to see basically if I can do the card battle now, because I would like to get both things done as soon as possible. Because there's 5 tamers in the Asuka server that you can only battle with a high enough charisma stat in order to win these really powerful program cards that they have of each colour. Alright. But I'm not confident if I'll be able to beat them yet. I need to use an in anyway to heal up my MP on Agumon. These guys. So we're gonna go to the inn, heal up, give Kumamon the best weapons I can. Since we've got so much money, I don't mind doing this. Like, I've nearly got 200,000 bit. If I had the bit adapter on, I'd probably have more, but I'm alright. I'm fine with the bit I've got for now. Yeah, the bit I've got. Yeah, okay. So, Wedge's shop. Unfortunately, we can't go further than there. So, the best we can do is the regular armory for Kumamon. So, these are the top level ones, by the way. If you're after the items, they each cost 30,000 bit, which is really annoying. No. Okay, so I can't equip the shield, so I'd have to just equip another thing for him, unfortunately. That's actually worse. Okay, that's fine. It's the helmet anyway. King's Mantle. That's pretty good. Oh. Can't equip that. Can't equip that. Okay, so I can give the King's Mantle at least to him. You can see the little stars. That's our charisma stat we're looking at. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to just quickly sell those training books I've got. I only need one, because I've got 2 power braces, which are always better. 2 of them and 1 of them is fine. You can see that we've basically made almost all our money back. Now what I want to do with Kumamon is... we'll equip him with the weapon that we get for the Legendary Weapon quest. Equipment. Let's go. What's the best one for charisma? Sure. And... oh wait, no. 96. Ooh, I like that actually. That's quite good. Is 96 the highest we can go? Yeah. Okay. No, it's not that impressive. So we need those, so I gotta leave them for now. Unequipped until we can do the next thing. So what's that? So he's on 490 odd. Okay, so not great, honestly. 500. 465. Yeah, see that's the problem is my charisma's quite low actually. So I'm gonna need a lot of charisma. I think the way I'm going to do the tamers, in that case, I'm going to have to leave it until we can get to the place where we can buy more charisma chips. Honestly, in that case, I think I'm just going to keep using Agumon to level up Metal Mamimon, since I don't really want to use Metal Mamimon going on with the game. I want to use Metal Garurumon for some variety in evolutions that we're seeing. I need Kumamon for his thing. So yeah, honestly, we're just gonna keep going. Basically, Amaterasu City at some point in the game is gonna sell us charisma chips, but we need to get that Oinkmon moved, and we can't do that right now. So the card game stuff will have to be later on, because we just won't have enough charisma to be able to do what we need to be able to battle him. Because you need like 2,500, which is ridiculous. And basically requires that we'll have to have about 700 or so charisma for each Digimon. Yeah. Alright, so now I need to go underground to get to the Asuka server. What I need now is... Been a while since I've done this, just bear with me a second. What's the route I need? Okay. I need to stick to the east side from the looks of it, and then go north. Okay. Oh, Dromojamon, hello. Let's see how much Gigafire does to you. Yeah, Charisma is one of those annoying stats in this game to try and get boosted up, unfortunately. I don't know if you can do them in the post game or not. The secret card battles. That's what I'm worried about, if you can't do them in the... If you have to do them before the end of the story mode, or if you can do them just in the post game. Because if I can do them in the post game, that's fine, I can do that. But if I need to do it before the end of the game, in the story mode, I'm going to have to get a lot of charisma chips. And that might be its own separate grinding session that'll require me basically to go searching around for grinding up bit to get as many charisma chips as I can. Alright, so up here should be the path towards the Central Park. I feel like I picked the wrong route. Wait, I picked the wrong route. Have I gone the wrong way? The wrong way. Yeah, I'm completely going the wrong way. This goes to the Badlands. What am I doing? I need the other path. What? I think so. Hold on. So I started in the Amaterasu one, not the Asuka one. Yeah, I've got confused. I've gone the wrong... I'm in the right hole, but I'm in the wrong path. I'm taking it... Oh my god, okay. Dromojamon really wants to get that attack in. No, let's just do a regular attack. Let's see how much it does. Hit. Good. Yeah, Agamon's just not hitting very hard, unfortunately. 17? Oh, 47. Okay, no. Agumon is going to be a bit higher level, but that's fine because he gets XP faster anyway. Right, what do you have to say? Path south to exit. But I need to go... I think I need to go south and then north. I hope I've got the right way. Agumon, help. Left road, north for an exit. This tunnel doesn't go anywhere. Oh, don't tell me I've picked the wrong tunnel. I think I've picked the wrong tunnel. I think this is the one that takes you to the Divine Robe. I'm pretty sure I've took the wrong tunnel and I need to go a different one. Alright. So we have to go north here. Get out of this hole. I'm pretty sure this is the one that takes you to the Divine Robe, which is an accessory only Patamon can equip. I do have the Divine Robe, right? Let me just make sure. I definitely got the Divine Robe, didn't I? Yes, I did. It's there. Divine Rogue. Right, that's fine. Boom. Right. So I need the... It's the southwest hole I need. Yeah. Hello, Antilamon. Antilamon here does not like fire. Like most Dark Digimon. Alright. Alright. So, from this tunnel, I need to go south 2. No, south 1, northeast. And then stick on to the east side. Or northwest. Does he actually say anything? North, central, both south, kicking forests. I don't want kicking forests though. So I'm pretty sure I need to take this path here. And then here, I think I go north. Take the north path here, and then we're going east. Basically, if I've got it right, Central Park. If I've got it wrong, I'll accidentally end up in the north sector, apparently. Or somewhere like that. Or the Jungle Shrine. I think it might be Jungle Grave as the other one it takes. Take it. Should be the exit I need. What does Agumon here say? Yep, take this to get to Asuka. I mean, I could talk to the trainer just to see, but I don't think my charisma's high enough. Because unless this guide's wrong, he said you need 2,500 XP. Charisma between your 3 Digimon. Alright, so what we need to do here is we need to go underwater with Kumamon in the party at this platform here. I believe that was the right one. No, I think I can beat Kunamon. I think I can beat Kunamon in one hit. So we're going to start by getting this weapon. Second to last legendary weapon. I believe it's this way I need to go. Another underwater Digimon to find, which is very annoying. But sure, okay. There he is. This is who we need. And he will, again, they will only show up if you have the level 2 weapon. My name is Sihomon. Come a long way, pal. Hey, you have both Tempest Arm and Zodiac. So make sure you've got those 2 items. Zodiac is the level 2 weapon. The level 1 weapon that we got upgraded. For Kumamon. Okay, give them to me. Now I can create a great weapon. Here's one. Prominence. This is different from any other weapon. Hey, no need to thank me. Guys just have to be gusty. Okay. Gutsy, I think it said. Alright. Now we just got to go back to the Amaterasu server. But before that, let's test. Probably won't let me card battle him, but I'll try. Because you never know. If it does, that's great. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Right. Tamer Mitch is who we need to look at. Oh, you'll Digimon I don't want a Digimon battle. Fine. So he's supposed to card battle me, but he'll only Digimon battle me. So that tells me that I don't have the charisma for it yet. Fine. Down goes Yanmamon. Like, I'm way too over-leveled for this, but okay. Oh, this poor tamer. He has no idea what he's walked into here. How much does he do? Actually, I'm intrigued. Yeah, he's definitely stronger than most tamers, but I think this only unlocks for getting the trophies, the Digimon battle. But the charisma, we need higher charisma in order to actually do to do the card battle with him. Just finish off your Flymon. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. All them... Okay, wow, that's terrible. What you gotta say, dude? I need to research Digimon battle first. Sorry, I can't fight right now. Later. So Tamer Mitch is one of the 5 tamers that give very special secret cards for beating them. If anyone knows whether or not it's something you can do in the post-game, that would be great to know. Because I honestly don't know for a fact. But okay, we gotta go back to the Amaterasu server now. We're almost done with this big tedious side quest. But for now, I need to go back through the circuit board. We need to make our way back to Amaterasu City so I can heal up. I'm also going to bring in Renamon, because I still need to get Renamon's level 2 weapon. Okay, Jumojimon. Because Renamon's level 2 weapon is in the north sector specifically. Whereas everyone else will be getting their level 3 weapon in the north sector. The good thing is that the level 3 weapon, which is the last level for the legendary weapon, you can do in either server. So even if you're in the Asuka server, you can still get the legendary weapon. If you remember a while ago when we went to the north sector and there was a Metal Etamon, he's the guy who's going to give us the level 3 weapon. But only if you have the level 2 weapon and the weapon bought from Amaterasu City. The claw, the wand, the fist, the sword, or the gun, respectively. Okay, I believe it was down. Then I go across here. This is where I have to go around this bit here. Hey, we got a Rockmon. Someone different. Might not be the most exciting return to the game right now with the weapons, but it's very important we do this, and I want to get it out of the way right now. We will be getting back to plot after this. I just need to get these weapons before I continue, so it's out of the way. And I'll have to see when I get the charisma shop. When I get the shop open that allows us to buy charisma chips, that's when I'm going to have to basically get my 3 main Digimon, get them leveled up, you know, get them equipped with the best equipment I can at the moment, and get the charisma as high as I can as well. Alright. should be Amaterasu City. Yeah, Amaterasu Central Park, that's where we want to be. I gotta say, I say this like every part, but the music in this game is so good. It's so catchy, it's so fun, and it's just so like perfect for the mood. Like even this theme, the like AOA Evil Team theme, it's still very catchy and memorable. Right. What I need to do now is I'm gonna go switch Renamon for one of my members. I think I'll put Kotamon. No, I'll put since I need to go to the city after, I'm gonna keep Kotamon in my party for now for his healing technique. And I'm gonna swap Kumamon. I know I just got Kumamon's level 2 weapon, but yeah, still. Alright, let's go to the inn. Heal. Now we're gonna go to the lab. I'm sure everyone here is wondering why we're taking so long to save it as Amaterasu City. But we've got more important things, like legendary weapons to get. I also love that the man in charge of the lab here is like, oh, I went to the bathroom and I came back to all this. Renamon. There we go. Also, actually, do I have Agumon equipped? I do have Agumon equipped, right? Just that little thought in my head when I do have, like... Yeah, I do, yeah, multi-crest and that. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Now all I gotta do is, we've gotta go to the north sector. So the fastest way to North Sector from here is the Plug Cape. We need to climb up the top, the mountain bit in Plug Cape. So let's go do it. And we need to specifically be in Amaterasu North Sector for Renamon's final weapon upgrade here. Level 2 weapon. Alright. So, not that hole, that'll just get a water chip, which we do not need. We need to go through this bit. Ooh, Mega Digimon. Okay, sure. I'll be honest, I don't remember what Mega Digimon's weak to. I think this is actually one that's weak to Dark, maybe? One of the few enemies. So I don't think he's weak to Thunder. He's not weak to Machine. Okay, let's test the Dark techniques. I've got some Dark techniques on Metal Mamimon. I don't think he's weak to Thunder, despite being a Water Digimon. Let's give it a test. Is it Dark Fear? Yeah, Dark Fear is my best Dark move, I think. Because it hits 3 times. No, it's not that one, it's a different one. Oh, that did good damage though. Yeah, Dark is definitely this one's weakness. Honestly, I figured just finish him off with a regular attack. That's important to know. This guy's also the Digimon that gives the Water Power S. So, if you're after the Water Power S, Mega Digimon, the gold colour, is the one you want to fight. For the best Water Power accessory. There is level 2 versions of the accessories, but honestly, by the time you unlock them, a lot of them just become obsolete compared to the S-Power versions, which you unlock soon after. That's why I didn't bother going after all the Power 2 ones. But I did want to get the S ones, because, you know, sometimes having elemental-based regular attacks can help. Alright. On the Psychic board. Hello, Patamon. Amaterasu's North Sector, yep. I figured as much. The good thing about this tunnel is that it's very straightforward, just like the Asuka one is. to get to the north sector. And it's good because we're going to have to come back through here to get back to Amaterasu City. Okay. If Agumon happens to get to level 40 before by the end of this side quest, I'll switch off. When I get to the place with the lab, I'll switch Agumon out, but I'll put Metal Garurumon as his Digimon. So I know he's set up for that. It definitely looks like I'm giving Agumon a lot of extra time in the spotlight, but basically the problem is that Kotamon not Kotamon, what? No. Renamon right now kind of has... They're kind of handled already. Like, my option is I can level up Rosemon to level 99 and get Phoenixmon for some healing techniques, which is good. That's good strategy. But honestly, I don't find healing techniques that important in this game, aside from just saving some bit outside of battles, which is why Kotamon here is handy. What I'd rather spend time doing instead is training up Devimon to give me some powerful dark techniques. More important than that, because, you know, dark is a very iffy element in this game. It's only strong against certain enemies compared to other elements, which are useful for more enemies in the game. The main benefit is that training up his dark evolution unlocks Devimon, unlocks Myotismon, which is one of my all-time favourite Digimon in the series. And if you can get Myotismon to 99, you can unlock Malomyotismon, who, although he uses powerful magical dark techniques, you know, it's just cool to have Malomyotismon. He's a cool Digimon. In fact, actually, I'm going to do that now, because I don't really need to use Renamon's current form anymore. I'd rather train up new forms for this next set, for the rest of the game. So, honestly, I'm going to go to Devimon. I'm going to start training Devimon next. Obviously, Devimon's a lot weaker, but I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine using Devimon for now. What are you on? 465. What are you on, Agumon, actually? I'm curious about that. Agumon is currently 527. I think I just need to better equipment. That's fine for now. What I need to do now is I need to go to the Legendary Gym, because that's where Renamon's weapon is. Oh, hello, Shadramon. We saw you not long ago in the overworld. I don't know why did I use a fire technique? What am I doing? I mean, he still did 300 damage. I'm impressed it even did that much. But I should not be using that. I should be using... We'll try Twin Missile. I think Twin Missile will do more. Yes. 23. Yeah. What am I doing? Stop running into that. Yeah, when I was while I was training my Digimon up in the north sector, I was battling a lot of the Tamers, because there's quite a few troopers around here. And, you know, I got some decent cards. No freeze bugs, though. Not a single pack that they dropped gave me freeze bug, which is very annoying. It goes to show it's a rare card, and it's really annoying, because freeze bugs are a very important card for the card game in this game. So I'm going to have to develop different strategies to deal with freeze bug. Unless I get lucky enough and finally win one for myself. Okay, wow, fire does nothing to Boltmon. That's quite bad, actually. So, okay, Boltmon is not to be messed with. I mean, I can. I don't think he's going to do a lot, because he's like a thunder-based one. I'm pretty sure he's weak to water. Yeah, machine does nothing. Fire didn't do a lot either. It's not good. So really, yeah, Counter Crest is still the best strategy. This is the Digimon that Oh, I got an Ultra Charge. That's good, I'll use that up. Boltmon's one of those Digimon that's best to just counter crest against. Let's try Dark, see how much Dark does to him, in contrast. It's in the middle. I think Giga Fire is still the best technique, even though it's not doing loads. I'm glad that Agumon at least has a lot of HP. I'll go for Giga Fire again. I cannot believe that it's only doing like 300. That's crazy. Boltmon's a force to be reckoned with without his weakness. But he does drop the Power Brace, which is fantastic as an item. But yeah, do watch out for Boltmons. I'll be honest, pretty much all my Power Braces from Boltmon have just been out of luck. I was not going after them. They were just while I was training up. I just happened to get them. Right. So we've got to go through the Lake of Ice to the Legendary Gym. Now, the Lake of Ice does have a really good enemy to fight if you go fishing. Black Scorpiomon have a chance of dropping, I believe, the Charisma chips, and they give pretty decent XP if you're able to fight them well. I think they're weak to Thunder, as far as elements go. So they're pretty good. If you've got a way to deal with, if you've got a good Thunder technique and you can get rid of them, they can be really good to grind against for the Charisma chips, which will help us out a lot. So potentially this could be an area for me to grind near the end of the game for Charisma to do the card battles, depending on how much Charisma chips cost, because I actually don't remember. Oh, there's the Digimon we need. So this is Kongomon, who will only show up when you have Renamon at 45 with their level 2 weapon. Oh, you got Crystal Rod and Twinkle. Right on, then I'll make use of it great. Wait a second. Shaka, 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 shaka. Look at here, this is immaculate. You're lucky I'm envious. Immaculate is great. You're lucky you met me. Indeed I am. Are you a tamer? You are a tamer. Okay, can I card battle you? No, you're gonna Digimon battle, of course you are. Okay, fine. You know, it's a bit of a levity. Why not? Why not? Let's mix things up. You're going to use a lot of machines, so I think I want to use... I'm actually going to use Devimon here. Let's show him off. Pretty cool looking Digimon, all things considered. I have a real soft spot for the Devimon line. I mean, they were the big villains of the first season of the show. And, you know, they're just really cool looking. Devimon in this game pretty much is all about like magical dark-based techniques, so he's not especially great, but his stats are pretty good. He's actually one of the stronger ultimates in regards to just champions, in regards to just overall stats. So if you can give him some stronger techniques, he's actually not a bad Digimon to use. And it makes sense because he's quite a rare one to get compared to a lot of others. Renamon's definitely the best one if you want the Devimon line. And Devimon leads you into some of the hardest Digimon to get, like Diaboromon, who in this game has a really powerful technique in base damage, but the elemental damage kind of lets down because it's a dark move. But yeah. Oh, come on. You can see here the problem with all magic-based techniques is if they avoid them, then like this, then you just waste a turn. Whereas physical techniques typically get multiple hit properties a lot more. I don't remember what King Etamon's weak to. I'll be honest, I completely forgot. Renamon, why do you keep missing? At least you evaded as well. Since I've already got Rosemon trained up, I've also got the water technique, Grand Wave. Although, I would love to hit this technique. I think it's because my wisdom's not high enough, maybe that's the problem. $700, oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Metal Mammoth for the rest of this fight. I want to try and not use healing items if possible. Didn't expect this random tamer to be a problem. There we go, got a counter press, that's good. But yeah, like Giga Fire is such a good technique because it's not only strong, but it hits 3 times. So even if he blocks 1 or 2 hits, we at least can still hit him hard enough. Yeah, so King Atamon's weak to fire, good to know. Clockmon, last guy. I'm gonna use Kurtamon just to heal up while we make our way to the last place we need to go. There we go, down goes Clockmon. Huzzah! 26. And no level up. What the heck? Right. Honestly, I'd go to level up. So, yeah, I'm actually going to train up Agumon very quickly at the gym. While I may as well do it while I'm here. Yeah, I've got to equip the thing. No. Alright, let's do some speed training. Go, Agumon, we need your speed up as much as I can. Oh. Nice. Okay, that wasn't bad actually, that was pretty decent. 26, okay. And I can do 1 load of speed with Renamon. Good start. Alright, 1 done. That's at least 10. I'll take that. Could we go for 20? Maybe. Ah, not quite. 90. You know what? Yeah, sure, that's good enough. Alright. Let's heal up with Kurtamon. Alright, I'm gonna put Renamon second. So now, all I've got to do is take all my Digimon across to the Kulon Pit, because in Kulon Pit is where Metal Etamon is for us to get our weapons made. So climb all the way up here. I wonder if now all the tamers will just want a Digimon battle instead of card battle at the minute. I don't know why they're all wanting it, but okay. Oh well. I had Agumon in the lead just in case bumped into any Ice Digimon. But because of how dangerous Boltmon is, I'd actually rather use Renamon for their water techniques to deal with Boltmon. Renamon's Thunder tolerance is actually pretty decent, I believe. Alright, so we're in Kulon Mine. We need to get to Kulon Pit now. So we're looking for a ladder. So we take this path here. Just like the Asuka server. And this is where we went when we took the dungeon. When we went to the dungeon area. To get the XP adapter. So we go through here to Kulon Weapons. Some nice jolly music. Unfortunately, they don't have a Piximon here, which is really annoying. We talked to Metal Agumon here. Hey, that's Destruction. You got a nice one. I'll turn it into a more powerful weapon. Give me Belial Fang and Destruction. Okay, here we go. Kulon Digizord Coded. Here you go, 1 invincible. You're gonna be one good tamer now. So we got invincible. Isn't invincible great? You're a good tamer now. Okay, do I have to leave and then pop back in each time? Let's have a look at our new weapon. Invincible, which I believe is Agumon's weapon. So you'll see there, bit stronger, definitely stronger than the Brave Sword, which is supposed to be Agumon's big weapon. But yeah, the Mythical Claw of the Beast King, which I believe is supposed to be based on Leomon, which is pretty cool. So that'll give us a bit of a charisma boost, so we'll put that on. There you go. I don't think we got any new one for you, did we? I wonder if it's which one's in the lead. No, because Renemon's in the lead. Yeah, so annoyingly, I think I have to keep popping out, popping in, popping out, popping in like that. Let's just try to talk to him one more time. Oh no, he talks about a different one. It's Immaculate, that's a good one. I'll create Eternally for you. On Eternally, you're gonna be one cool tamer now. Alright. Weapon number 2. For Renamon, we have got access to Eternally, which surprisingly gives less charisma. By quite a bit. We don't need to get rid of the Yin Yang Wand, which we will not anyway. But you'll see there that like the attack and spirit go up just a tiny bit more. But the actual charisma goes down, which is a bit of a shame. I'm still going to equip it because, you know, it's our weapon. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, that one. So let's see if we can get Kotamons next. Alright, now for Kotamon. Providence, that's good. I'll create Supernova for you. Oh, no, that's cool. So he'll do the more... Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's superb. That is so good. We do not have to worry about having to have the Digimon on with us. Because I don't think that was even the blade, was it? That was a different thing he gave us. Nope. So that's great. That's really good to know. Once you have the level 2 weapon and the last weapon you need, you can just come here and get all the weapons made at once. Judgment. Punishment. We've got Punishment. Nice. Is it pausing that does it? Okay, no. So you need to go onto like the status menu or something to get the new weapons unlocked. Basically, any screen that acts like a new screen like this. So we don't have to keep leaving and re-entering. Muramasa, you got the greatest piece. Okay, great Muramasa for you. Alright. So that should be the last one. If I did that correctly. So how much better? Like, you can see that they're not that much better than your Digimon's main weapon. But they're certainly not bad. Like, the Ronin Blade gives, like, a bit of a mixed boost. But the attack boost it gives is pretty solid. But yeah. So there you go. That is all 5 of the legendary weapons that we have. That is the... Which one? Oh, which one is it? It's... Eternally. Invincible. Punishment. Supernova. And Muramasa. They are our 5 weapons that you need in order to finish the game. We have all 5 of them now. And there you go. All that hassle for 5 specific weapons. Does he say anything else? Hey, how's it going? Sorry, but I can't do anything more anymore. You gotta rely on your own powers now. Alright, well that tells us we are as boosted up as possible in that. So now, what I want to do is I'm going to go back to Amaterasu City. Because that will be where we need to go for the plot. Ooh, Maildramon. Hello, Maildramon. Gotta remember what you're weak to. Either thunder or water. I think it's water. Give it a test. You know, considering how giant Devimon was in, like, in the anime, he's very small in this. Like a level 2. Yes. Get some XP on Devimon. Get Renamon trained up a bit. On our way back. Annoyingly, Devimon has to hit level 50 to unlock Myotismon. But it's fine, it gives us something new to look at. I can always use Sakuyamon if I'm having issues in boss battles. We'll see. Hello, Boltmon. Nice. Alright, Devimon. Hit him with a Grand Wave. There you go. That's the Legendary Weapon quest all finished up now. We've got some cool new weapons and access to the post-game content. I will say that this is the low point of the game for me, the Legendary Weapon quest, because I think it's so much excessive grinding just to unlock a few weapons that you need to do the post-game. If you didn't need them for the post-game, I wouldn't have any issue, because I'd be like, well, they're just good little weapons if you want to, for like extra content, but the fact you need it to get the post-game finished is what kind of ruins it all for me. Which is a shame, because I like the extra side quest in this game. But it just comes down to, is it really worth level grinding so much when it's just for post-game content? Like, they're not bad weapons. Like, you can see here, the damage is good, but they're also not, like, amazing weapons for how much of a hassle they are to get. Honestly, some of the weapons you get along the way are just as good. And some of the shop weapons are almost equally good as well. Like, it's not a waste of time, it's just a bit annoying. It's just a very tedious time sink to do this side quest. But we've done it. We've actually got it done. All I've got now is we've just got the rest of the game to play through, the post game and the card game island. But I also need to do the 5 tamers in the Asuka server. And the problem with those battles is I need very high charisma in order to battle them. So basically I'm going to have to look up how to get my charisma as high as possible to be able to do those fights. But I'll worry about them after this next section of the story. Okay, Dramon. Grand Wave. Good job, Renamon. Level 5, Devimon. Let me just use my healing technique. I'm going to bring Munmon back into the party before continuing on with the story of the game as well. Because I feel like we should use the team that I've played through the game with. Like, Kotamon and Kumamon are pretty fun. Kotamon has some decent physical sword techniques and gains access to a few healing moves here and there. Whereas Kumamon gets some stronger physical techniques and quite a bit faster than Kotamon. He doesn't quite hit as hard as Kotamon sometimes, but honestly, I barely noticed. I feel like Kumamon was better overall. The problem with Kumamon is his Spirit and Wisdom are so low that his MP is really low for so long, unless you invest heavily into those stats, which is what I'd recommend doing. But yeah. But I'm going to stick with Munmon, Renamon, and Agumon for the rest of the game. I figured I wanted to just get those legendary weapons. I've given you a little glimpse of Kumamon. And even though I haven't used Kotamon in battle, you can see he's got some decent healing techniques. And like I say, he's got a few sword techniques, but he's not really anything exceptional. But yeah. We've done all the optional card battles with the exception of the tamers that are left. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all the side quests we can do right now until right before the end of the game. because there will be a section of the game where I have to battle tamers before everyone gets turned into Oinkmon in the Asuka server, which is because basically the 5 tamers I need to fight them before a point in the story where they're not going to be able to be battled. That's kind of my worry, and I don't know if they're in the post game. That's my biggest problem there. Like, I haven't found anything online about if they're in the post game or not. Because if they're in the post game, then it's fine. I can do it in the post game. But if not, I'm gonna have to go out of my way to look for ways to get my charisma up to around 700, 800. Between all 3 Digimon that I've got. There you go. Good job, Devimon. Making our way back. I figure because it's been so long since we've done anything important to the story, I should probably try and get a little story progress done this part. So we'll go an extra hour, see how far we get into with things. I do want to just like have a look at equipment and things like that. Just see if there's any better things I could be using right now or not. Ooh, Arcani Monica. I don't actually know what's strong into Arukenimon. I'll try Thunder, and then I'll try Water if not. Okay, well you evaded that completely, so that's not good. Let me try Grand Wave, see how much that does. Honestly, that's pretty much fine. I'll just stick with that then. 2 Grand Waves will take out Arukenimon. Sploosh. Renamon, if you can unlock a Dark technique, that'd be great. Alright. Let's jump down the cliff. Whee! Took a bit of, we've done a bit of grinding, got some new weapons. I've done some card games off screen. It's finally time to actually, let's get some story done. So where we left off in the story, we'd just got into Amaterasu City and reprogrammed the Nightmon so that we could enter the city, where the AOA troops have all fled to the... They've basically all fled into the admin center, so that's our next destination. Let me heal up my team. Let me go get Munmon. And let's do this. I'm gonna go get Munmon. Sorry, Kotamon, nothing personal. And I'm gonna go just have a quick look in the shop and see if I can do any last upgrades to my party. In equipment. Switch Digimon. You're fine, you're fine. Okay. Nope. Munmon! There you are. Let's have a quick look which Digimon we're using on each. So we're gonna keep Devimon for now. I'm fine with that. Can't load any other techniques on you. That's fine. Agamon. Can we load any? You can fire, we can't. It's fine. Okay. I think I can load something on Metal Mamimon, actually. I'm pretty sure if I use Wargreymon a bit, I'll be able to load my technique on him. Fish and Dino Buster I can load, that's good. Okay. Yep. Alright. So we have our 3 main guys together again. How much bit do I have? Wait, how much do I have? I've got 190,000 bit. I think we do a little shop. If there's anything to equip. First thing I want to do though, before I continue, let's get Munmon equipped with his brand new weapon that I got. So we're currently using the sniper cannon, but if I use the punishment, see the charisma goes down a bit, but the damage goes up. Speed also goes down by 10, but the damage boost is quite big. We'll go with punishment. I know it decreases our charisma a bit, but I can always re-equip those weapons, so I don't mind the charisma drop for now until I need charisma. Alright, so a quick look at all the armor we can get. And all the weapons. Well, first of all, I'm gonna just check right now. Weaker, weaker, weak. Oh, stronger. Did I equip him with the... Did I actually equip him with the weapon? Let me check that. Because if so, that's a... That's not good. That's not good if that's actually better than his current one. No, I equipped Invincible. Unless it's decreasing his defense, basically. That might be what it is. Which I could do, to be fair. But I like having a shield and a weapon. Alright, let's just stick with what we've got right now. So, Deus Guard is better. What's the other shield? Apocalypse. 506. No, see, Deus Guard's better because it also gives damage boost. Buy one of those for Agumon. Yes. No. No. Oh, those hats are better. They're good. But the Mugen is good for Renamon. Is that all we can equip? Yeah, okay. No, the male's better. 25,000. Okay, so yeah, let's do the male for Agumon. Get two of those. One for Renamon. One for you. Yep. Actually, that's an even bigger boost to you. Okay. So that's for you. I can also still equip the red caps to them. Wait, it increases your natural magic. Oh, it does. Yeah, it does, actually. Okay, interesting. Yeah, we'll equip those. Sure. Boost up the charisma, boost up the defenses a bit. Honestly, that horn boosts my damage up. But it does lower our defense, but it increases charisma, which is nice. Do I want it, though, is the question. Because I'd... 505, 547. Honestly, I'm actually going to go for that. Yeah, it lowers our thing up. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. We'll get rid of the Mugen helmet. Where's the Mugen helmet? Yeah, get rid of that one. I don't need that now. Is there any accessories we've got loads of that I don't need? HP proxy, I can get rid of two of them, sure. I'm not fussed about that. Keep the power brace, definitely. Keep the book, definitely. What power S, yep. You can see the power S's sell for decent money as well. So not a bad idea to go after a few of them if you know which Digimon have them. Yep. Alright. Any other things to get rid of? Charm Gas, 10-bit, 15-bit. See, these are not worth getting rid of, really. They're worth keeping. Got plenty of healing items. I think that's good. Having 49,000 bit with all those bits of equipment will do us fine. Next question. Can we buy Ultra Charges, or do they still only sell Supercharge? They do sell Ultra Charge, and it's only a little bit more. I think it's time to upgrade to the Ultra Charge. I'm going to buy 30 Ultra Charges to go with the 42 of those. We'll use Supercharges for now, but we have Ultra Charges for the rest of the game, basically. Life Plugs are just too expensive. These just don't help, really, unless you want to boost Blast Gauge up. Yeah, no. Nope. I think that's enough things to buy for now. I will want to try and save my money to buy the last of the Digimon equipment, but it's fine for now. I think with everything equipped, all the Digimon sorted out, in which Digimon I want to use, let's sort them into strongest to weakest. Weakest to strongest. Kind of. Because I still want to start with Renamon. I feel like Renamon's a safe starting Digimon for this. For battles, overall. All you gotta say, Keith. Keith. There's no problem at the moment. Once we get back to the administration center, it'll be perfect. I think he was like Spanish. Although my Spanish is questionable. Alright. When you are good and ready to go in Amaterasu City, you go over here to the troopers. I won't let anyone get past here. I won't let anyone get in the way. Our beautiful world is going to come to life soon. Yeah, okay. Alright, bring it on. First Digimon, Mega Siegramon, who is weak to dark. Of course, I have the wrong one in the lead, but I wanted to XP on him. So yeah, Mega Siegramon is weak to dark. As we established not too long ago, with the one we battled. Not really that tough of a tamer. Alright, we're gonna use our Dark Fear. I'm hoping I get 2 hits in a row here. Nope. Oh, well, I did get 2 hits in a row. 600, it's pretty good. I think it's just because it's not the strongest of dark techniques that I've got. But oh well. Can I get a counter? Heyo! I think this counter arch should do the same amount my dark move did. Oh, similar enough, yeah. There you go. Take him down. Alright. Maildramon! Going straight for an attack, eh? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna switch up to Renamon here. I genuinely forgot he had a Mega Siegramon as the first one. I thought he used Maildramon first. That's why I had Renamon in front. My mistake. It's fine. Like I say, they're really not that hard, these troopers. Well, this trooper here anyway. There are actually some powerful troopers coming up to fight. So I would just recommend just a little bit of level grinding before coming here. Level 45 should be fine. As long as you've got some decent technique, a good mix of techniques. But yeah, there are some difficult battles coming up here. But I believe in us, I think we can do it. Nope. Nope. Okay. I got some bit anyway. There goes the troopers. It's weird that there's no, like, little dialogue or anything like that. You just beat them and that's it. Alright, now the way we need to go is that way. But I want to battle some Digimon. I'm going to battle the optional soldiers and things over here. Because there are some items to grab. Nothing extraordinary, but, you know, I want to get the items while I'm here. Maildramon. See, Maildramon's the one we want to bump into. Pretty easy Digimon to beat. Since Grand Wave does so much to them. Oh, come on. I said Grand Wave does so much to them. Ah, oh, fine. Just have to be picky, don't you? Oh god. Okay, I hope that wasn't anything. I hope that didn't interrupt any of the streaming, did it? I said I'm still streaming. Should be fine. Alright, second Digimon, Gardramon. A white coloured one this time. So Gardramon hit really hard with machine techniques. Their weakness is water and thunder, but they're very slow, so you are likely to get 2 hits in a row on them. As long as you've got good speed, you should be fine against them. The scariest thing is just how much damage they can deal to you, and their physical defense is huge, so I wouldn't go at them with a physical attacker. Unless you can just counter-crest your way through. Alright, nice. Renamon hit level 46 as well. Like I said, I haven't optimized my stats for these battles perfectly, but yeah. We should be fine. That much health. The basement stairs. So yeah, I'm doing these battles because I want the XP, and honestly, if you don't do them, if you just go straight to the master room, which is where we need to go, it just feels like you're missing out on a lot of optional battles here. I mean, obviously, if you want to just finish the story, then yeah, do that, but I like exploring, and I like battling in this game, since it's pretty much what you do in this game anyway. Alright. I like that battle theme, so I will get to hear it as much as I can. Most of the people here tend to use these dark Maildramon, and a mix of Gardramon or the occasional other Digimon, like Puppetmon, you might fight. So I'd recommend having water and fire techniques for this place. Ew, Gardramon, there he is. Just gotta hope I block this, because I don't think Renamon survives a hit. Although you might surprise me, Renamon. Oh my god, Renamon. You beast. So, pretty similar to the Asuka version of the admin center, where we had to battle all the AoA troops and they had all the machine Digimon. Renamon will be your star for this place. But Agumon gets a lot more use here with certain Digimon that pop up. We got Dark Matter, nice. Alright, I'm gonna just quickly heal up. My rule is gonna be, I think, if my health is... Let's see, I'll take 2. Yeah, no. It takes 2 anyway to fully top up. That's why I figured I might as well get some Ultra Charges, because it'll take 2. The problem now is Munmon is kind of not doing a lot in this place. But I don't want to leave Munmon not leveling up. So I am going to keep training Munmon up. I'm going to try using Munmon here. What can a tamer do now? Stop meddling with our plans. No, I won't. I will keep fighting. Alright, unfortunately, we don't really have a great technique for dealing with Maildramon. I think Pinpoint Shot is actually our best bet, because it has the best chance of extra damage with that crit chance. So Munmon will take a bit longer in fights, but it's fine. We have the counter crest. And Pinpoint Shot's not a bad move. Is Maildramon a Draymond Digimon? I don't think it is. I think it's just the name happens to be there. Like, you know what? Let's try. Let's test. Is it counted as a Dragon Digimon? No. How do I know? Because that was not enough damage for that to have done huge damage against those types of Digimon. That's fine. I can't use Mechanical Bash because, you know, I'm not a machine. But that's fine. Munmon's basically here as our, like, machine attacker. And for certain elemental weaknesses. But I do want to level them up because if we can get Canondramon's ultimate technique, it's actually strong against machine Digimon. That's what's so annoying is Munmon has a great technique for machine Digimon, but only when you get Canondramon to 85, which is a very high level to get to. So honestly, I think it's worth using Munmon for a little bit here to try and get towards that technique. Pinpoint Shot does like nothing. 200 is just not enough damage for what we need right now. At least they can't heal or anything, so it's just a matter of how much time it takes to deal damage. But Munmon's also got the best speed, I think, of the party. So there is that, at least. Take it back. Nice. Good job, Munmon. 65. Oh, and 46 too. Nice. But to make up for Munmon's problems, he at least levels up a bit faster than the other Digimon. In fact, I think Munmon is the fastest leveling up Digimon in the game. Okay, there's multiple paths here. Let's go through here first. We'll explore that side after. Oh, okay, it just takes us out here. And there is nothing out here. Cool. I'm going to beat you, and then they'll make me a soldier. Okay. Bring it on, you male Digimon. Again, this bit down here you do not have to go to. This is entirely optional. Like, you're supposed to climb up the admin center, but I just want to get the XP while I'm here. It'll help us out in the long run, especially for Munmon here, who's kind of struggling to do a lot right now. But he'll do a lot better if I can get his ultimate technique unlocked. Oh, that was pretty decent damage, 500. What I might do is use Munmon on the male Dramon, and then switch when I get to the Cannon Dramon to Renamon. Since we're only ever going to get one level anyway from these battles. Alright. Should be Gardramon next. Yeah, unfortunately most of the tamers here use the same Digimon again and again. It's the same problem as the admin center in the Asuka server, where it's just a lot of the same Digimon popping up again and again, so it's not the best variety in the world, but it's fine. Like I say, it gives us an opportunity to just get some level ups here and there on Munmon. Oh, what's Dark? See, Dark Matter's really weak. It is the weakest Dark technique. But at least we have it, I guess. Oh my god. Why you gotta block it, Gardramon? You're going to die. Because we blocked your attack. I gotta be careful not to, like, spam X now. Because if I do, I'll accidentally hit Dark Matter, which is gonna do, like, nothing. But this Gardramon does not want to be hit by our Grand Wave. What's wrong? You scared of some water? Come on, Devimon, take it out. One hit. Come on. No! Ugh, they're so annoying. Like, I don't know if it's my wisdom and my spirit that needs leveling up a bit more, but our accuracy is not great. I don't like that. Oh well. Right. Renamon. 66 Kangromon. Level 11 Devimon. Nice. Let's heal up everyone for a second. If my MP starts to get low, then I'll switch. I'll go back to the inn and heal that way. Hold on. Let's use a few. One ultra charge on you. One supercharge on you. And one supercharge on you. Yeah, good. So we're gonna go down to the sewer part. Admin center, basement floor. Oh, Digimon is no match for mine. Come, my adorable Digimon. This better be the cutest Digimon ever. That's not adorable. That's a Mega Seedramon. Alright. Does he count as a Draymond Digimon? Let's find out. I'd say so. The fact he already went to red health. Yeah, checks out. Alright, that's good. At least we can use Draymond Buster to take out the Mega Siegramon tamers. I mean, it's still a 2-hit kill, but still. How much does Mechanical Bash do to him in contrast? So that did about 900 damage. What about Mechanical Bash? Way less. Yes, a Draymond Buster or a Dark Technique are the ways to go for that. Mildramon, we pretty much need water to deal with. But that's why we have Devimon. Again, it's just, like, I love Devimon. He's such a cool design, but why is he so puny in this game? Like, look how tiny he is. He's like a little action figure of Devimon. I feel like he should be, like, just a little bit taller. Oh, that was a really strong hit, actually. Okay. Honestly, I think my best bet is just attacking. Hiya! Okay. 12 Devimon. Okay. Any items or anything around here? Nothing down there. Oh, fool for challenging me. Yeah. Oh, something different. Puppetmon. Okay, Puppetmon here is kind of a threat in how much damage he deals. His big weakness is actually fire, of all things. Makes sense, but he attacks with a machine attack. So they do try and trick you there. So let's switch out Munmon to Agumon. And let's go for Giga Fire. Let's barbecue this Puppetmon. Yeah, Puppetmon do not like fire. Number 2 is Piedmon. Piedmon's one of those Digimon that just doesn't have any weakness, unfortunately. Like, all of his elemental resistances are quite high. So your best bet against Piedmon is just hitting with whatever technique's the strongest and using counter press to help make him go down quicker. I like this though, because he's honestly, if this guy had 2 other Digimon, he would have Machine Dramon and Metal Seedramon, as his, because I feel like he'd use the 4 Dark Masters, considering he has a Piedmon and Puppetmon here. Yeah, alright. 67, 27. Nice. What's up here? The Ultra Charge. Nice. That's actually a great item to find here. Is that all that's here? I guess so. I guess. Oh, no, wait. This whole bridge here. Yeah. Nearly missed out on all these guys. You better prepare yourself, kid. So this is what's weird, because you would think you could go through that tunnel bit to get here. But no, you actually have to, like, choose to travel down here. It's really weird. Like, mind you, this is good training. It'll give you plenty of XP ready for the next section, but it is strange that you could completely decide to skip this. And there's all these tamers down. Like, there's a bunch of people down here. There's not many items, though. That's the really weird thing here, is there's not many items. So this is pretty much just for tamer battles. Hello, Piedmon. I do love Piedmon's attack. And in fact, Piedmon's animations in general are great. Like, his attack is cool, the way the swords fly at you. And, like, I like that he always floats around. That's pretty cool. Like, he looks very mystical and creepy, which fits Piedmon perfectly. Like, Piedmon looks like the right size. Why is Devimon so much shorter than Piedmon? I guess because it's your Digimon, but then, like, there are giant Digimon that you can have. Ooh, that was good damage. Come on, Agumon, you can take that. Yeah. Can you counter crest to finish this off quicker? Nope, fine. Let's finish it with a Giga Fire. Down goes Piedmon. $68, nice. And nothing else. Okay. Before I battle the next tamer, I definitely want to heal up a bit. Oh. An empty box, really? I don't think there's anything, you can't go through that. I like we get to hear the sewer theme again. I really like the sewer theme. Right. See, the fact it gives 5,000 for one ult charge is kind of insane. Because 5,000 HP is really high. We are the chosen elite. We will destroy a kid like you. Well, bring it on. Still got to battle all the tamers on the top in the area we're actually supposed to go to. But I figured, get this XP now, try and get Monmon a few more levels, and Renamon some levels. Because I am gonna need everyone for this next section. As you can see here, the Digimon here do pretty good damage, so you do have to watch out a bit. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, good. No more Mega Seedramon. Maildramon is next. Alright, for Maildramon, we're gonna go to Devimon. A level 12 Devimon. Nothing to Renamon. Good. Come on, Renamon. Show us some good damage. Easy, we got this. Job. Look at that, 1,100. Nice. That's the sort of damage we want to be seeing more often. 68, 12. Okay, cool. So we didn't get any level up. That sucks. But that gets rid of those guys. Any other... Oh, there's still an item. What's this? What are you? 8,500 bit. That's amazing, actually. Come on, I'll take you on. I think this is the last tamer in this area, if I have it right. Mega Seedramon. Before we have to go back upstairs and battle all those guys. I will mention as well that when we're done with the admin center section, we actually need to go back all the way back to Asuka City to do the next auction, which we haven't done in a while, because there's a very short time before the next story section. Okay, Mega Seedramon's down. But the good thing is, I believe that after this, our next location is actually in the Asuka server, so we will want to stay around Asuka City, which is great. Because it means a lot less backtracking for us. Well, you know, besides having to go back to Asuka City for an auction. Because I do still want to get all the auction items, because we've only got 2 auctions left in the game. Before we've done every single auction. And they still get you Digimon exclusive equipment. Which we will be able to buy the rest of them soon. We just haven't quite reached the point in the game yet where we can get them. But we're not far from it. Alright, Maildramon. Take that. Swoosh. Nice. This new armor's definitely paying off and helping us out. No, nice. And 13. Is there anything past it? Yes, this is where you can't go any further that way. Because that's the doorway we would come in from the sewers, but it doesn't let you do that here. So we've got all the items, we've battled all the tamers. We've got to now make our trek back upstairs. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to battle through as many of the tamers as I can before I need to go back to the inn and heal. Because I want to be fully topped up before we go off towards the big story section in like MP and everything. Alright. They'll get mad if I lose, so I have no choice but to win. Alright, so we got our attackers back on the main floor of the admin center. And of course he has a Puppetmon. I forgot he had a Puppetmon. So let's switch over to Metal Mamimon. Or Nagomon. 3 Digimon this time. That's good. I kind of want to use all 3 of them if I can. To get some well-rounded XP. Good old Puppetmon here. Hitting us with that Puppet Pummel. Giga Fire should take him out, no problem. Honestly, Puppetmon's kind of the easy one, aside from the damage he deals. Because he's very weak to fire. Like, fire decimates him. Look at that, 2,500 is amazing. Piedmon is the problem Digimon, as you've seen. Like, we can deal good damage to him, but he also deals a lot to us. Fire seems to be the best technique against him. But I think that's more just because Giga Fire is just such a good technique to have. Boom, boom, boom. Like, honestly, if I can get a counter crest here, that would finish off Piedmon. Nope, fine. I guess it's Giga Fire. Down goes Piedmon. Who's number 3? His last Digimon is Creepymon. Ooh. Or Daemon. Oh, I believe he's weak to fire or wind, one or the other. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice Agumon here just to find out if he's weak to fire. Let's go for Giga Fire. Check this out. 2 hits. Pretty good. Nope, not weak to fire at all. Okay, fine. I'll let Agumon go down here and I'll bring in Munmon. Pretty bulky Digimon, all things considered. Alright, Creepymon, you win. Never mind, I thought you'd take me out. Honestly, I may as well try and save Agumon if I can. I'll switch him in if it goes bad, and then I can go for a life disc on Renamon. I'm gonna... Whoa! Okay, I don't love that. Okay. Well, that's not good, is it? What the heck was that? I'll try Twin Missile. Let's see if he's weak to Machine. Well, that did way more damage. Okay. Now I'm at a conflict. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use an Ultra Charge, get Agumon all the way back up. And I'm going to Life Disc to bring back Munmon. Because we can take Darkness Chaos. It's a strong technique, but it's not too bad on Agumon because of my Dark Tolerance training. Yeah, see, that did like nothing to him. We'll use a Life Disc here. Alright, Ian. Okay. Alright. What? What? Cat just coming up to me yelling. Why are you yelling? Okay. Judgment Missile did good on Creepymon, at least I know Machine's good into him, I guess. Either that or it's just a really strong technique on him. That didn't do much. But okay, we got 28, at least on Metal Mamimon now. 12 more levels and we'll have a Metal Garurumon unlocked. And then I need to get him up 40 levels to get the next thing. Praise you for coming this far, but do you really think you could defeat us? Yes, I do. And I'm going to fight every last one of you. If it means getting some training done. Okay. Maildramon, let's go for... Oh, Ian. Little kitty. Go for the ram. Grand Wave. See, I could try Thunder, but I'm pretty sure he resists Thunder attacks because, you know, he uses Thunder Element as well. I don't know. I feel like I'm better off just sticking with Grand Wave, even if he does keep blocking it. Yeah, no, Grand Wave's definitely the move to stick with. Alright, so this is pretty much going to be a Renamon fight. I just gotta survive a hit and heal up. Okay, I'm actually impressed Renamon survived that. Yeah. I've also amazed Gardramon survived that. What? What's up, B? Hey, level 70 Canondramon. And of course, the one who did all the fighting didn't get any level up. What's this? An Ultra Charge, nice. Honestly, I think I can keep going with the battles. Hello, B. Okay. Do that. You're full health, you're full health. You're not full health. For some reason I thought you was. Nope. Still got a fair bit of MP before I need to go back and heal. Because really, all I need the in for is the MP, not the HP. That's fine. Yeah, there's quite a few troopers in here. Okay, empty gift, that's great. The AOA will not lose to you. I'll prove it to you right now. Bring it on, you soldier. I could be creative and give all these soldiers different voices, but honestly, they're just entities for battle. Go back to Renamon, Devimon. Also, I completely forgot my new Renamon technique that I got for Sukuyamon's really strong into Ghoul Digimon. Would have helped into that Creepymon, probably would have helped against Piedmon as well. I think I'm just reluctant to use it because I'm trying to get Devimon some levels. It's not that Devimon's good or anything, it's more I want to unlock some different forms, because I've never had a Myotismon before, and I love Myotismon. Just design-wise, like, he's just this cool vampire Digimon. And Renamon's by far the easiest Digimon to unlock him with. And at least I found one Digimon that's weak to Dark, with Mega Siegramon. So there's that. Alright. Gardramon. Can I not just get one crit that'll take him out instantly? It would really help. give yourself up, then I might spare your life. Dude, you have no idea what you're up against. I know it's pretty pointless me starting with Munmon and then immediately switching, but I just want that XP. Like, right now, Canondramon's not doing anything, but when I get him to level 85, he's going to get a technique that'll help against Machine Digimon. And I really want that technique, because it'll help us out in this endgame where we're fighting a bunch of machines. It's not necessary, like I say, like, Renamon's got the water move to do a lot to these male Dramon at least. I just think it'd be cooler to have like a bunch of flashy attacks. As for, am I going to train up any special forms with Munmon? I mean, to be honest, Munmon doesn't unlock a lot, so I'm probably just going to use Metal Mamimon. Not Metal, I'm probably going to use Metal Garurumon when I unlock them. I'm not sure yet. Like, they're very restricted on the forms they unlock. Oh, okay. Let's use a supercharge for now. If I can get another 10, hopefully I can go for a Grand Wave. Or I can see how much the Thunder one does, actually. Actually, I'm going to try Thunder. I've been using nothing but water on these guys, but I wonder if Thunder does more to them. Let's give it a try. Because we do have, what is it, Lightning Bolt? Or Electro Bolt? Lightning Bolt is the stronger electric move. Let's see if this does more to Gardramon. Is he weaker to Thunder or Water? Oh, Thunder. Thunder, I should definitely be using Thunder. I'll try that on male Dramon, but I'm not confident in it. 15, not bad, okay. B. Get off the cables. Honestly. Anything out here? Anything at all? Nothing. Cool. Oh, it's just a kid. I'll show you what happens when you mess with an adult. Yeah, will you? Will you really? So confident you're gonna beat me. With your male Dramon. That I've battled like 10 times now. Climbing up here. Right. Let's try Lightning Bolt on male Dramon, see how much it does to him. B, get off that cable. Oh my god, B, get off the cables, you stupid cat. Okay. So I got the cat, one of the cats is in heat and she keeps rubbing on all the cables, on the door, everything. She keeps creeping back over here and I'm scared she's gonna turn off the monitor or something. Sit up there, B. I'm gonna sit somewhere, just sit up there. Crazy little cat. Yeah, I should have been using Lightning Bolt instead of Grand Wave. Can you sit on there? Sit on there. No. Right. Should probably heal up Renamon before I continue. Yeah. Oh, should Digivolve into... I don't know. Should become an Angemon? Or should become Angelomon like how Gatomon does? Okay. Why don't you just give up? This is the end for you. These guys are so... You know what I don't understand, right? Is... We had that guy, we had one attacker earlier in the game who had like a big rifle like aimed at us to turn us into Oinkmon, and he just ran out of ammo. That's the only reason he couldn't do it. But like, every other attacker had that option and they have not done that. And they've always battled us, and I'm always like, why? A Catmon. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Persiamon. man. I wonder if Piedmon counts as a ghoul Digimon? I might try that, actually. Unless they just count a... Nope, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Renamon. Let's go to Sakuyamon instead. I want to see if this works. Sakuyamon. Yeah, first of all, got to take a hit there from Piedmon. You watch, this will just kill it instantly with a counter crest. Ew. Oh, okay. For once, I'm actually glad I missed. I want to test this out. Please do not miss with Kongo Kaimandara. Strong into ghoul Digimon. Does Piedmon count as a ghoul Digimon? Let's find out. It's good damage, but it's not amazing damage, so I can't tell. For the amount of MP that cost, that was not as much damage as I was hoping. So I don't know if he counts as a ghoul. Who's the last Digimon? Creepymon! Okay. I mean, Creepymon's gotta count, right? Magic attack against ghouls, that's what the description says. This has gotta count, right? You're a ghoul. Oh, you'll just block it. Cool, okay. Alright, attempt number 2. Go, Renamon! Keep trying. How much does it do? Really? That's it? Okay, that's disappointing. I mean, at least you survived that, that's good. Alright. Now I'm gonna go into Devimon. I'm hoping to get 2 turns here, because I want to go into Devimon, and then switch out immediately into Munmon, and try and finish this all off with Munmon. Just to get some XP spread around. Darkness Chaos, okay. Just survive this one hit, please. Survive. Oh, you did. Good job, Renamon. Okay. Let's finish this off with Cannondramon. Right. It's not any of those. Let's just go Mechanical Bash then. Triple hit, Mechanical Bash. How much does this do to it? I gotta say, I really like the design of Creepymon. Like, he's genuinely quite creepy looking. Alright. I think maybe 2 more Mechanical Bashes at most. Regular attacks? Is that enough? One leveled up? Okay, fair enough. And no one else got any level ups. I got a lot of bit though. 1,500. Alright. I believe that's it. That's where I need to go, but I'm not doing that right now. I know I took a lot of damage. But I do kind of want to get... Okay, let's go 1 Supercharge, and let's battle with Renamon in the lead. When I run out of MP on Renamon, I will need to, like, switch it up. I'll need to go to the inn. I don't know how many tamers are left over here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. And of course it's a Piedmon immediately. Completely defeating the point of leading with Renamon. Let's see how far we get. So this is one of these tamers, eh? The Puppetmon, Piedmon, and Creepymon tamer if I had to guess. Alright. Just gonna spam Giga Fire and hope that gets us through all three. There's Puppetmon down. Next up, Piedmon. I haven't actually looked, because the cool thing about Piedmon is that each of his swords has a different card sign. So there's one with a heart, one with a spade, one with a diamond, and one with a club. And I didn't see if when he throws them out, if they have all 4 signs or not. But that'd be a really cool detail. I'd be surprised if they put that much into it, but yeah. Alright, Creepymon. Is Creepymon weak to fire after the... I don't think we've figured this out yet. I think it was Machine who was weaker to, actually. I'm pretty sure Machine was the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Twin Missile's the one that did a lot more to him than Gigafire did. Yeah, 700 damage, that's good. That's really good damage. If I can hit him with another one, that might take him out, actually. Ah, of course not. I don't know what's more impressive, the fact I take that hit, or the fact that this giant ball of energy only does like 400 to Agumon. Because that move looks like terrifying, like it's gonna like destroy everything. Yeah, Agumon goes down here, but that's fine. Right, so what I'm gonna do is... Oh, wait, no. I want Munmon. I'm gonna use a life disc. Just to get the XP spread around. I don't wanna miss out on leveling up. We've still got plenty of healing items. We haven't used too much here. I'm nearly through all these battles now. Mechanical Bash should finish this guy off. 1, 2, one more, 3! Hell yeah. $16 Devimon. No level up, no level up. Okay. Cool. Well, not cool, but still. Alright. There's someone there. No one's here. What's over here? Oh, this just takes us to this entry bit here, doesn't it? How many are left? That's the thing, is I don't know how many tamers are left. Let's just keep going until we run out of people to battle. No one could destroy Destromon. Bring it on. Maildramon. Alright, I can beat Maildramon. I wanted to test if Lightning Bolt does more than the Grand Wave does. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay, so Thunder is what I should be using against these guys. The Maildramon and Gardramon. So no man, Thunder and Fire are what you want for this area, in particular for elements. Can Renamon do this by themselves? Almost. I think one regular attack should do it. Nice. 74, that counted as just enough there, I guess. 17. I'm actually surprised that Renamon hasn't even got 47 yet. Alright. This takes to the prison room. Anything in the prison tower. Absolutely nobody's here. Cool. Nothing I can do. Alright. Well, before I continue into the area we need to go, I want to heal everyone up because we've got some very big boss battles coming up. And it's 2 in a row. Well, it's a fight and then you go straight into the big battle after. So, I figure the best thing I can do right now is go heal up at the inn. And go for this fight. Defeated all the attackers. We're almost done with Amaterasu City. I do want to test something after we've done this before going for the auction. Because when I go for the auction, that'll be me wrapping up the session. But let's get this done. Because I figure getting this bit of story progression done will put us in a good place for next part. Plus, you know, it gives us those extra levels that help get our charisma up a little bit. Alright. We've battled all the tamers. Who do I want to lead with? Do I want to lead with... I'm going to lead with Renamon for now, so we can try out Thunder. Alright. So, we've seen this room before, where the puzzle we had to put was Monster, rather. Not Master, it was Monster. This is weird, there's no one here. I see, it's the same as Asuka's Game Master room. It's a secret door. And what's the code? Asuka was Monster, so maybe it's digital here? Do you want to try? Oh! Well, never mind. I was gonna say, do you want to try that? It opened by itself? Why? Maybe it wants me to come in. Alright then, I'm coming in, whoever you are. Yeah, so once you enter this room, the battles will start. Because this is the AOA headquarters. We've been waiting. You defeated our chiefs. Come on, I'll take you on. We are stronger than the anything you faced yet. Great typo. We are stronger than the anything you faced yet, says Royal Guard. With the pride of the Royal Guard, I'll defeat you. See, that's fine. That's okay. With the anything. Okay. We get to finally fight a Nightmon. That big, scary Digimon that was blocking the way. Very powerful Digimon, has loads of health. I could not tell you what element he's weak to. I do not remember. So I'm just going to hit him with my best. Okay, that did 900. Yeah, Thunder. Go for Thunder. The big threat with Nightmon here is if he survives for, I think it's a good few turns, he has a technique that boosts the power of his moves further. The biggest threat with Nightmon as well is he has very high damage output and a lot of health. So it will take a few turns to take him down. But as you can see here, special attacks are your best friend. Ordinarily, Nightmon are unable... The Nightmon in front of Amaterasu City are impossible to defeat, so this is the only time in the game you'll actually get to fight one. You can see here, he's not too bad, honestly. Like, I know I could have healed there before going into the next thing, but still. What? Excuse me, that should have killed him. Why didn't that kill him? Why didn't that kill him? Okay, there you go. I guess that was... He has that much health that it didn't have enough to kill. 18. Good. That's Nightmon defeated. Pretty nice warm-up into this fight. They said they were the Royal Guard. Then the guy at the top is up ahead. Yes, that's how it normally works, Junior. They are so useless, but I'm rather impressed by your strength. This guy's looking cool. Are you the president of Megami? President? Oh, yes. But can you call me Chief Officer? It sounds cool. Stop kidding around. Terminate Destromon right now. Hey, chill out. Why don't you join us? If you say yes, I'll make you number 2 after me. No way, you use Digimon for evil. Even if I'm destroyed, I'll never be one of you. You just blew your chance. You really are a stupid boy. By the way, it's already too late to change your mind. Alright. Chief Officer. The big boss fight of Amaterasu City. First Digimon. Metal Seedramon. Very weird coloured one. A dark coloured one. As if any other machine Digimon, Water and Thunder are going to be your best friends for damage. And by that I mean Thunder, because I forgot he's a Sea Digimon. Good start, good start. Thunder is what you want for this guy. So Renamon's a great lead here for me, actually. Alright, try again. Alright. 1,000, that's not bad. God Bombardment. Okay, that does not sound pleasant. No, okay. We were strong. It wasn't devastating, though. Yeah, you don't really want to go for physical attacks on this guy, because he's very physically defensive. But fire some electric moves and you'll take them. Carry, get off. Oh. Alright, Venom Myotismon. I don't believe Venom Myotismon has any particular weakness. So, you just gotta pound away at his big health bar. Countercrest's best friend here. One of the coolest looking Digimon though, I gotta say, I love Venom. Venom Myotismon is one of my favorite designs of any Digimon. Like, he looks terrifying. This giant beast of a Digimon. I only wish we got to use one in this game. Ooh, Darkness Chaos, okay. Also, this feels very, like, appropriate for Devimon to be fighting against Venom Myotismon. Okay, honestly... Okay, I'm gonna actually... I really want to heal up. You know what, I'm gonna actually heal up. I don't want to lose Renamon, because the next Digimon I feel like I'm gonna need Renamon more for. I'm gonna use an Ultra Charge. Okay, let's see if we can take him out with a Lightning Bolt. Just go at him with your best, your strongest attacks that you've got, and he'll fall. So those first two, you know, normal Digimon, that's fine. This is the threat. This is the Digimon to watch out for. Raidenmon is one of the hardest Digimon in this game to fight. First of all, very powerful machine Digimon. So already a good start there. You can see how much he does. He's weak to water and thunder, you know, being a machine Digimon. He has a lot of health though to rip through. Water is your better technique. The problem with Raidenmon here, besides, you know, that absurd damage that he just did to us, is... what level are we at? Honestly, Agamon was best friend, yeah. The problem with Raidenmon here isn't just that he does a lot of damage, it's that he can heal himself up. And that's what makes this fight really obnoxious. Like, Counter Crest is obviously going to help you out here. Really, I'd love to use my water techniques, but I don't know how likely I am to hit them. Let's find out how much fire does to him. But yeah, this is a very annoying Digimon to take down, and this is the big boss of the game. Gilead Plant, I believe, is his healing move. I think, or it's a powering move? Yeah, it's his healing move. Okay. I mean, we do 400. You know what? Let's keep this fight going with Giga Fire. My best advice is use the strongest special attacks you've got here, because physical attacks on him won't do a lot. But Gilead Plant is the problem. This move is basically his way to keep healing back up health. But yeah. But if you just keep pounding away at his health, you'll take him down bit by bit. Really annoying, but we can do this. What I need is just... I need one turn where I get two turns in. and triple hit on Gigafire. Come on. Yeah, he's gonna... The problem as well is that if I switch out now, he'll get all his health back and we'll basically be restarting the fight. So I'm kind of in like a loop here until he either attacks me or something changes. Okay, good. That's actually kind of the best outcome here, is for him to attack. Okay. 2,000 damage. Jeez! That's devastating. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the damage of this guy. I am curious as well if this is a Digimon that was made for this game, or if he appeared in anything before this. Like, was Raidamon in the 4th series of Digimon? Because I haven't seen him myself. I'm not sure. I feel like he was made for this game, though. He feels very much made for this. It's cool design, though. There you go. Of course, I get the crit at the end of the fight. Oh, well. There you go. We have got... Oh, well, Renamon hit 47, that's nice. And level 29 Metal Mamimon. 2,500 bit. So yeah, Raidamon's weak to water though, if you need an element to beat him. But yeah. Hey, wait, I'll turn myself in. You're really strong. I wonder who would win, you or him? What? President of Megami, I'm putting you under arrest. I've already forgot the president's name, so screw it. Hey everyone. Just give yourself up. We got everyone in the AOA except you. Alright, I think I've had enough. Next time I'll play for myself. Oh, he's rather obedient. But there's one more thing. Destromon, you can stop it with that machine. Okay then, I'll interrogate him, and you guys go stop Destromon. Roger that.
Yes. Yes. Wait, he was a nerd. Yes. I'm nerd voice.
Hey, Teddy, hurry up. Destromon's gonna land on a city.
Yes, sir.
Teddy, you know how?
Yeah, well, most of it. The system is the same as a Suka server's computer.
Teddy, let's talk more work.
Hold your horses.
Come on, please be in time. And there we see Destromon on an absolute rampage. See, this is, like, the stakes are quite high here. He is at the outskirts of the city. He's destroyed a factory. He's charging up his weapon. Gonna destroy an entire city here. Lay havoc to the world. And thankfully we made it just in time to destroy him. We destroyed Destromon. But you can see how close this got. Also, he totally looks like something from Power Rangers. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks he looks like a Power Rangers monster. Like a Megazord. Megazord, is it? Megazord, I think it's called. The big robots in that.
Yeah, we did it, Green Sea. Destromon stopped and broke down. We won against the AOA.
Yeah, we did it, Teddy. Hey, everything went great, you two. I have to go tell this to the others.
Man, I'm beat. Today just sucked.
Really, I had fun.
Hey, let's go to the login room. I'm sure everyone in the Matrix chamber are back to normal.
Yeah, let's go back to the real world. Well. Yeah, the music tells me it's not back to normal. Login room. Hey, look, there's an Oinkmon. Which you would have seen anyway before coming here, but still. Huh? What? They're still not back to normal?
Green Sea, the chamber's not working either.
Hey, Green Sea, Teddy.
Kale.
Kale.
Why won't Kurt turn back to normal?
We defeated the AOA, right? Is Kurt and everyone going to stay this way?
Oink, oink. No, I'm sure there's a way to turn them back. Right, Green Sea?
Yeah, I'm sure. You guys wait here. I'll go look into it. Alright. So we're in Amaterasu City. What do you gotta say, dude? We did it! We won! Now things gonna return to normal. Yeah, but the music doesn't seem very happy. We've captured all of the AOA. That's the end of them. Yeah, but everyone's still an Oinkmon. We beat the chief officer, but we should still be careful. We don't know how many of them are still left. Alright. That was a lot. What do I need? Well, I'm mostly topped up, actually, to be fair. How much beer do I have? Got a lot. Right, before I continue, there are two things I want to do. Because I want to go do the auction as the last thing for this part. But I want to test now if you can do an auction in Amaterasu City. I'm going to probably say no. But I figured I'm going to have a look and just see if it lets me do an auction or not. No, because there's an Oinkmon in the way. That's fine, that's fine. So we need to go back to Asuka City, basically, to do that. I want to also just quickly have a little look in the card shop and just see what they sell here. I like he still runs the business, even though, you know, everyone's an Oinkmon around him. Anything exceptional? See, there's nothing really, like, amazing here. I mean, they're good cards, don't get me wrong, but I'm not building a deck around these guys, so they're not that amazing. I don't have any boosters. That's fine. Okay. I just wanted to come check out the shop. And obviously, I can't card battle Oinkmon. So, just gotta go back to Asuka City now. I don't remember what points you in the direction of the story stuff for the next... Like, I know where I have to go. I think, anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to go to Seiryu City, specifically. But I don't know what points you in that direction. Probably these guys. I'm impressed you defeated the chief officer. Just leave everything to us and relax now. Okay, what do you gotta say, Lisa? The Matrix system isn't moving. I wonder why. Has the jamming program that Kurt made not been deleted? We can't access the real world. I wonder why. The Matrix chamber isn't moving either. What is going on? Oh, okay, talk to him twice. That's what it is. We still don't know how to get everyone back from Oinkmon. Chief is experimenting in Qinglong City. So there you go. That's your thing. There you go. That's how you do it. You talk to them twice and they'll tell you. Go to Qinglong City is basically what we have to do. But that's not what we're going to do this part. We're going to do that next part because that'll progress the story too much. Because now that we have... I'll do the gym after I come back to the Amaterasu Server. So we will need the Amaterasu Server. I've gone the wrong hole again. Okay. The thing we need to do now is... Hang on, I need to go back out. We need to go back to the Asuka Server. Specifically, I need to go back to Asuka City to get this auction done. Because I got plenty of bit, haven't I? Yeah, I'm fine for bit. Just gotta make my way through here. Gotta go across here. Boom. I think I go up here, right? Oh, hello, Ramon. Okay, let's go lightning bolt. Like how we nearly blasted from that battle. Compared to Raidenmon, Beyond are probably Raymon. 19, nice. So, basically now, we've just got to go to Qinglong City and find a way to get everyone turned back from Oinkmon. But I'm not going to do that this part, because we're already going on a bit. I feel like we've done a lot with this Legendary Weapon side quest, and beating all those AOA members has kind of set me up for what needs doing. But we are getting towards the end now. We just defeated the president of Megami, which is a big deal. We beat the guy who was supposedly running everything, even though he didn't look anything like the guy on the monitor, but sure, we'll assume that's just the monitor. He did say something ominous about if we could defeat him. But whatever. We'll worry about that next time. For now, we are back in Central Park. And after this poor, innocent Digimon gets beaten up by my devil Digimon, we will go get an auction done. Alright. Crossing over Suka Bridge. Anything to say? See the ways on! Don't give up and the good will win! Well done, Mr. Green Sea, you are the savior of Digimon Online. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Go do an auction. So this is the second to last auction of the game now. And you can only do this one when you beat the chief officer. Oh, sorry, aka the president of Megami. Anything special? Stay away, really gone? That's great, I was too scared to go out. Okay. We go through the warp tunnel. That's our happy music. That means we got an auction. Now's your chance. Finally, our main item. Wild suit admired by all members. This Kumamon exclusive clothes will start at 23,000 bit. So yeah, you can see they get very expensive these last two auctions. 23,500 bit. 23,800 bit. 23,900 bit. 24,000 bit? Yes, we'll do 24,000 bit. 24,000 bit. Wow, 24,000 bit. Anyone above 24,000 bit? If no one will bid, then Wild Suit is sold at 24,000 bit. Congratulations to you. Just faring the item to your satellite now. Alright. We have got Kumamon's exclusive armor unlocked. And with that, we have one more auction to do. Until we have got every auction item in the game. But I figure with that auction done, that's a pretty good place to see things off for this part. So let's go heal up at Gatomon first of all, with our 49,000 bit, which is great because we already have enough bit for the last auction of the game. But I'm going to need a lot more bit for buying some of the items I want to get. in the end game. But we will worry about that in the next part. So, next time on Digimon World 2003, we will be making our way to the Amaterasu City version of Seiyu City to figure out how to turn everyone back from Oinkmon. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you take care. And yeah, thanks for watching.